Oh my
I mean,
god.
yum.
It's delicious.
Oh.
That's true. That's true. Host Pedro Alicia. All right, start hosting then. If you're gonna say you did it, no, exited hosting mode. Great, good. Host.
Pedro, do you mind if I just send the announcement thingy on the Discord?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes they'll retweet your stream or something, I think.
Oh no, I started hearing myself.
I heard myself and I was very scared.
come face off against men in their bedroom. No, it's our bedroom. You're not allowed to have it.
Pardon me, fellows, but I believe you have the wrong room.
Yes,
And
I think we
FYI,
need to...
our mics are on.
That's
yeah.
through the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to clarify with Pedro. Are there any windows?
It's true. That's
Oh
true.
wow, there are
we had a
13
discussion.
people on our broadcast. Oh,
Oh.
it just dropped.
Oh,
I
it's-
said 13 and it dropped to 10.
It's because we're one of 3 streams live right now. It's like,
Oh,
Oh, I've never seen this before. Oh, never mind. It's cool. Yep, that's what it is. That's definitely the case.
and
glad
we're
people
back.
listened awful good.
So
I think-
we'll be able to stream
think
on
so.
even numbered minutes.
I think our last couple of streams were some of our best content. So I'm pretty excited to get them
You mean
out
Yorick's
into
balls?
podcast.
Yeah,
No, I mean like the 3 that I have like in the doc to edit and get ready for public.
I don't know.
They're really
Seeing
good.
how your party deals with cooks really
Hey,
set
we gave him an option.
Yeah. Make me a sandwich or die.
I just started episode number 2, catching up.
The spoilers. The spoilers,
Oh,
man.
sorry.
I
Yeah.
don't care. I don't care about spoilers.
Oh, not just
Well, they're like not even live. It's from the recording.
It's
Oh,
nothing
ooh.
important.
Now that you mention it, Pedro, I think you may have something to say about that.
Hi, I'm Evie. I'm cool sometimes, maybe. Probably not. I play Odin Fogbrew.
Are we? Are our faces even up there? No.
They can finally see my messy bed that I should probably clean. Perfect. Yeah, so it's like my bed has an Amazon box on it.
It's good.
Yeah. I need to use that box to return Deadpool because they
Oh,
broke
wait.
my copy.
Wait, where's the zoom?
It's accurate.
Emphasis on trying.
They're like, this is not steampunk. Where's your goggles?
All right.
It's steam-powered punk, not steampunk. Come on, people.
So are there
Nope.
punk bands in COG?
There definitely should be if there aren't.
Are there jazz bands? That's the important question.
Pedro.
Apparently, they can't hear
Pedro.
Pedro or Evie.
Oh, man. That went a long way before they'd let us know that.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm gonna host World Walker's COG on all
I heard
my
myself earlier,
channels.
so
Oh, and actually, you know what? They said middle guy, and I looked at my screen. Evie, you're in the middle, but Pedro, it's just you on the Twitch.
Come on, middle guy.
Pedro, fix your stuff.
What the fudge?
Raise your mic's volume in OBS. That's
Yeah,
about the
I
only
think this
thing I can
happened.
possibly
This
do.
happened last time, right?
And the time before that.
How about now? Am I too loud? We'll find out.
Cool, I am heard. People like me.
3, 2, 1.
You're
Okay,
still a little
chat.
quiet, Pedro.
I'm what?
Holy cow. 16
You're
people.
still a little quiet on the Twitch.
I'm a little quiet.
Now I'm getting performance anxiety.
Okay, Twitch
No,
says
they'll
you're
all
good.
leave as soon as they find out they can't hear me and everything I'm doing is wrong.
Maybe that's why there's more of them here.
I just moved Zoom over the viewer number, so I can't see how many people are watching. So there's no stress.
Oh, really? You guys can stress the numbers?
Yeah, because we're on the
Oh.
stream.
Oh,
Not.
I don't
me,
want to
this
check
is
the
great.
numbers because it's anxiety.
I
So
wonder
while you guys can't hear Pedro, you should hear about all my stuff.
Go for it. For real. Absolutely.
You should hear about the wonderfulness that is Pepsi Fire.
I don't listen to that. I've never even
I
heard
can't
of
look
that
at that
before.
without laughing now. They're just to the point where it's like, all right, roll the D100,
Hey,
Pepsi
it's delicious.
and asparagus.
That's right. Afro rat. Lesser value, not lesser person. I'm all about this now. But yeah, I don't know if anyone has any input as to why my mic's all the way. It's full on.
Is your mic volume
How
in
about
your
this?
recording settings?
Let me check.
All right, they can hear you, Well, I can hear you, Pedro.
Okay.
It's really hard to listen to two conversations at once with the 5-second difference.
Sure.
Oh, man,
yeah.
It's totally
But
is.
how about my volume now?
You can always
Yeah,
do
really.
the Garrison Keeler thing and just talk real quietly with it right up to.
Thank you for joining another episode of World Walker's COG. I'm your host, Pedro Galicia. With us are 5 more victims. Hold on.
I'm digging that, actually. That's
Four
pretty great. You should do that
Person, they
forever.
died,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
No, that's with the podcast. I try to get as close as possible. Yeah, and I'm saving. I'm getting a new mic soon that I'm going to actually be able to put like a windshield on, so I'll be able to just like make love to the mic essentially. Like with
ASMR.
this little pop filter or whatever, it's not strong enough to keep like heavy breathing and stuff out. No change.
Which is hard for a D&D podcast.
Yeah.
Really need to keep the heavy breathing to a minimum.
There you go. Afro Rat nailed it. Turn everyone else down to compensate. Okay, we're gonna try this.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
We're not
That's
important.
just like the DM bringing us all down.
Now, actually, in whatchamacallit, I have to do the opposite. Like in the podcast, my volume's really, really loud, and then I have to like bring mine super low so that everybody else comes back up and compensates. So There's no change. Everyone talk with me for a second.
Hello,
everybody.
Only time he'll ever make that request.
Right. Everyone talk. Drown me
Everyone
out.
just keep talking. Maybe I'll just sit way back from my microphone.
No. I mean, I can drop you guys even more.
Just talk really quietly.
Just bring. I don't know if in one of the podcasts I actually left in the tag at the end. There's a moment where do you remember this? Where Enzo and Megan, they're so far from their mic. I'm like, you guys should get closer. And Megan's like, how about this? Does this sound good? I'm like, that's fucking amazing. She's like, not too bad. And then she doesn't do it. Yeah, I made everybody else a little quieter.
All right, great. So
yeah.
everybody's even now. So just
everything's
turn
all
up your volume.
Yeah.
This
So
is your fault now, chat.
I'm happy. Yeah, but Enzo did that too. He was like, how do I sound? I'm like, fuck, dude, make love to the mic. This will make my job so much easier. And he's like, they're like, ha, peace out.
Not gonna do it.
And he's like, push the mic as far away as possible.
I think, in fact, I'm gonna stand back and vacuum while I'm
Oh
recording
my
today.
god.
That reminds me of the video of somebody just talking about carpentry, and they said, okay, this takes years of practice, but there's one simple trick to get the perfect cut. What you want to do is going to try and keep it level.
Just smacked it like a baby bottom.
Yeah, like they start working in the middle of their talking, telling like the you can't hear anything. And they take a pause and they're like, so, although sometimes this can happen, in order to correct that, you goes back to hammering away.
And by the way, the secret to life is...
All right. Wow, we got a couple people who are following us. Maybe it's because of the Twitch hashtag.
Woohoo! Go Twitch
All right.
hashtags.
Yeah, like we're the only ones running right now, so it's just...
Yeah,
I will take pity follows. This is so much of my life is based on such a concept. No, so
I don't have real friends.
do we have to deal with those people now?
You don't have to.
I was just getting happy living.
All right.
Didn't we just finish a long rest?
You did, yeah. So you're all.
So you guys are all good.
Yeah, you're fit and fiddle. There's no reason to be upset. Everything's gonna be great.
Except Pedro's gonna kill us, but
you know, I'm not gonna kill anyone. The dice.
That's
fickle.
like the new motto. That's the motto for the games here. I'm not going.
I am not.
Nah, doing nothing.
this is your guys' fault.
But
No, I want to. Yeah, I don't ever say that. I never put it on the players. Like, what's the players' fault? It's just everyone's time comes at different times.
I mean, it's Brian's fault he keeps losing his gun, but
Hurts. It stings.
I remember you were like, "Yeah, I got a low strength."
Sorry, it was color stories.
Yeah, 6 color stories. You guys are the ones picking fights on elevators.
hey, I was buying metal.
Yeah,
We
you
learned
sure
nothing
were.
from Die Hard.
You sure were. You terrible
Look, it's
team.
not gonna take like 13 seconds to buy metal. Like I go in, yes, I want to buy this metal. Buy.
Send it to my house, please.
You just go in. There's a whole shelf of metal. I'll take the number 4, please, in bulk, much bulk, lots of bulk. All the bulk. I've got to go. I got to get out of here. I've got an elevator to watch. So to recap, last we left off. Well, actually, let's recap like the whole thing so far. So the 4 of you had met in a bar called the Just Because, and you were all kind of independently minding your own business when the Brotherhood of Iron, the dwarven engineers that run the travel city of Cosnick, came in. They started causing trouble, and luckily, you guys were pretty well avoiding all of it up until they started picking on a forged, one of the magically infused golems that inhabit the world of Cog. She was off to the side minding her own business. They started picking on her. You guys got involved, and I would say a bond was formed. I would say an indestructible love bond. Is that fair? Yeah, absolutely.
Totally. We're all like right on the same page, thinking with one mind.
Let's see. Pedro is now allowed.
Get my gun. I'm not gonna stab a Brotherhood of Iron.
Yeah. One last thing on the volume. I consistently stay right here. I know the rest of us are going to move around, so like I don't know if the volume is going to always match, but I think we've gotten it at a pretty good pace. I'll keep watching it and see what's up. But yeah. So you had come together to protect this forge, who you later found out was a cleric who was searching for Sanctuary, the spiritual leader of the Forged. For one reason or another, you all decided to join up and help her. And you had made your way through Cosnick, finding your way through the back streets. You had made your way up into the upper level. And you're trying to find out where Sanctuary is. And you had gotten a lead that there was an airship called the Falcon that might have some sort of clue. They had been seen leaving with a Forged. And so you had decided to make your way past there. A couple kerfuffles with the Brotherhood ensued, I would say. They may or may not have been shot in the middle of the streets. So there may be further law enforcement involved.
We may have killed at least 4 of the Brotherhood.
I know. I know.
For some reason, we decided to take a nap.
Yeah, it's tired sometimes.
Just works out.
Yeah. But between the wanted posters that were floating around, the bounty hunters that were looking after you, and the Brotherhood that is now dedicated to finding you, you've decided it's probably best to leave. Let's just head out for a little bit. Just let the heat cool down. And especially to track down the Falcon and see what's going on. You had all stayed in the same inn room. And
I procured for free.
That's right. Yep. The Odin local folk hero that was able to make like the Beatles and come together on. And you guys were able to bed down, get a good day's rest. And you were going to sneak out into the port district to try to catch a ride into Falas under the cover of night. But when you awoke, you found 2 shadowy figures standing in the room with you. Yorick's Falcon. Yorick, raise your hand so they know who you are. Yep. Yorick's Falcon had alerted the group to the presence of these shadowy figures. And now all of you have jolted up awake. And you look to see what's in your room. And what you find are black gloves, black boots, black slacks, with black cloaks that seem to cover their faces completely. They stand motionless. They have no weapons. When the first of you stirs, they both swiftly turn their heads to look your way in unison. Neither one makes a sound. You have a split second to react. Roll initiative.
No.
Alright, Connor?
I think their favorite color is purple.
7.
So,
20.
I got a 6.
Homer?
1. By the way, audience, I'm raising my hand so you can tell which one
This
is me.
is Datable, yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, Datable, I'm supposed to draw Data's character, and I have not been able to yet. I apologize once again. Odin?
I got a 6.
Man, this is Yorick, it's up to you.
Oh, fantastic. Yorick is going to pull out his rapier. And
No, I need your initiative, sorry.
Oh, initiative. 20.
20? Oh, good.
Yorick saves the day again.
All right, let me add this in real quick.
Actually, usually it's Corin that saves the day, so...
Yeah, I don't know. I think Yorick's been causing more trouble than saving the day lately.
All right. And let me go ahead and add one more adjustment. And we're good to go. So, the first shadowy figure, it takes a quick assessment, and we're going to figure out who they're going after randomly because he doesn't know who any of you are yet. So, making a quick assessment. He's going after Homur. So, he darts forward with like incredible speed, and they have no weapons. But nonetheless, he kind of pulls his arm back and drives his fist. He attempts to drive. Let's see. What's your armor class, Homer?
10.
10. It's a successful hit. his hand goes into you, and you feel like this cold darkness grip you, and it hits you for
oh no, Kalima.
7 damage, and then you drop by 2 strength.
Oh jeez.
You feel like his coldness wash over you. Yorick, it's your turn.
After this, we're gonna take another nap.
So we're not talking to them.
Oh, well, it's up to you. Yorick, would you like to engage in a hearty conversation?
Yorick is deciding between, inquiring as to their purpose or just making assumptions.
That's true. They've only just punched me. It's probably just how they say it.
Right.
Punched him in the heart.
Okay, yeah, I think it's.
It can still go either way.
Excuse me, sir. I believe you have the wrong room.
Actually, I like the sound of that. I believe you have the wrong room, he says as he plunges his rapier, assuming he finds a target.
Remind me, do you know? Have you lived in Cosnick for a long time?
Yes.
Okay, give me an intelligence check.
Can I too?
Yep, on your turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Non-investigation, just straight up intelligence?
No, you're not really investigating right now.
I gotcha. 15.
15's good enough. Right before you open your mouth, you realize you recognize who these 2 people are. These 2 are assassins. They're known as the Brothers of Dusk. They're also known as the Shadows at the Door. And they don't they don't mess around. They've actually, as far as you know, they've never engaged in conversation. You're free to go ahead and be the first, but right as you're ready to open your mouth, there's like this flash, this flash in your head, and you suddenly remember these are not just some people.
Scatter. Oh no. Actually,
take a drink.
Yorick's going to attack.
Mm-hmm.
The one that's attacking, the one that just attacked.
Yep.
22.
22. We'll call that a hit. 22 is ginormous. Good job.
Hey, you never know. These guys might be acrobats of unknown prowess.
So yeah, you flip out of your bed and rush forward. Now, because Homur is right next to him, that would give you sneak attack as well. Don't forget.
Ooh.
Yes. Haven't forgotten the sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
All right. So what am I rolling here? D8. Ooh, nice. 12 damage.
Did you hit?
And then.
Did you roll to hit already? Oh, 22.
Yeah,
22. Yeah, Jesus, sorry. Slipped my mind for just a second. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I forgot you rolled well.
I know, it was so high, I didn't believe it.
Yeah.
48?
Plus. Yeah, hey, your words, not mine.
So you said 12 damage?
12 damage and then 6 on the sneak.
Wow, that's huge damage, dude.
Yeah, that was almost topped out on both.
Do you mind if I ask how you got 12 on the roll?
Let's see. Rapier's 1d8 plus 4, and I got an 8.
Oh, wow. Jeez, yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, that is topped out. Yes.
Yeah, I was like, you said almost topped it. I was like, go on.
I can math, yes.
All right, so how much damage altogether? He said it was, how much again? It was 12.
Math here. 18.
Okay.
I didn't come here to do math. I came here to kill things using math.
So
Using math.
You rush forward, you dive your rapier into him, and you can, when you rip through him, like when you pull your rapier out, you pull shadow out. Like you don't feel like you've connected with a body at all. You feel like you've actually pulled wisps of shadow out with him, and he's looking fairly insubstantial. Like he's got like his clothes are still kind of shaped like clothes, but he's almost wavy and losing his form as well.
That ain't good. Do I look like? Does he look like he was affected by this attack?
Yeah. Like he was completely solid a second ago. You dive forward. You feel a chill in your hand as you pull your weapon back out, and he's like almost dissipated.
All right.
He's spooky.
Yeah. Next up is Corin, who is going to try to heal up Homur. And you get back 6 hit points. As she comes over and quickly lays a hand on you and kind of focuses for a second, and you feel your wound stitch back up. Connor.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna shoot at the one that has not attacked yet.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. We're shooting again. Feeling that we're in the inn.
19.
I feel like we should quickly check to see
19?
whether they have any gloves on.
That's it.
Do they have gloves? Can we steal them?
They have black gloves, yeah.
Perfect.
Do they
Let's
look
see.
big enough to hold any gun-grabbing mechanism?
17 total.
17. All right, 1 second. So you're attacking the one that has not been hit yet?
Correct.
All right. So you hear the cocking of the rifle, if you were, and then there's this huge clap of thunder almost that echoes throughout the room, kind of sends a ringing off in your ears as the rifle goes off, and you watch as this one nearly dissipates too. Like that blast goes through and leaves a hole that kind of comes back together, but it's stitched together by like a weaving of shadows, and it's holding itself. But you can see like at the ends of its different body parts, like it's like wispy, and they're kind of like about to dissipate. Odin.
So this is a very enclosed space, right?
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's just an in room.
Then I'm just gonna stab. I'm not gonna throw.
Yep.
All right.
Which one are you attacking?
Let's go with the guy that just attacked Homer.
Okay.
All right. That's a 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
All right. And that's a 7 to damage.
7 to damage. All right. So you dash forward, spin your dagger, drive it into him, and you also feel that kind of cold, and you cut off a bit more of the wisps and shadows that seem to make up the entirety of its body, but it kind of pulled itself back together, and it looks like you can almost see through it now, like it's almost more smoke than solid form, but it's still holding on.
Does anyone have a fan we can participate in?
Let me just wave my cloak a little bit.
It should work. It should be good.
The other one is going to... Who is next to this one? This one is going to rush over to Corin and attack her, the second one. It does not like the position that she's taking. And that is a critical hit.
Oh, God.
No.
Corin, man, we just fixed your face.
Well, you won't have to repair any damage because it rushes forward, plunges both of his fists into her chest, and you can watch her eyes almost go white. And then she suddenly seems to almost lose her balance, and she almost falls back. And then he pulls his fists out of like her lower section, like her stomach essentially. And you can see that she's kind of swaying. You don't know if she's going to keep her footing or not. Homer?
How is? Oh, I'd like to make. Does Knowledge Arcana? Can I? What's going on?
Mm-hmm. You can do a quick check real fast.
Awesome, double proficiency. Screw dice.
Definition of D&D.
I got a 10.
A 10? Something crazy going on. That much you know. This is arcanic.
Man, this shit's bonkers.
You're not quite sure, no. What else would you like to do this round?
Dodge.
Just go on the... All right, yep.
Maybe
go on the
you
defense.
should attack.
New
I
round.
don't know.
that creature, he looks like he automatically sees you trying to dodge back and forth. He's not even going to mess with you. He turns his attention towards Yorick.
Oh, goody.
But he takes
originally. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So the one that you went to go help Homer with.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of like it doesn't turn around. What you see is that Homer watches as its face and its frontal features kind of like go into itself, and then suddenly he's looking at its back, and then suddenly the frontal features kind of emerge facing you, Yorick, and he quickly takes a huge slash at you, but you're too fast for him.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yorick, your turn.
Yorick wants to get rid of this guy as soon as possible.
Does anybody else have any arcane knowledge?
Could I look at these guys and sort of make a judgment as to whether a physical attack or maybe fire would be more effective?
I don't think you could make that assessment without just trying it.
Okay. He's going to try it. What?
Chop his head off.
Remember to look behind him before you shoot.
So what are you trying to do? You're trying.
I'm going to hit him with firebolt.
Okay, now you're in melee range, so you're going to fire at disadvantage.
Oh, that's true for spells as well?
If it's if you're aiming.
If it's a ranged?
Yep, it's ranged, it's disadvantage.
Oh, okay. In that case, he'll do what he did last time. Hit him with the rapier.
All right.
Cut his head off.
With the rapier?
Yes.
Perforation!
Sitting there sawing back and forth. Yeah. 9.
9, unfortunately, is a miss. So,
wait. Sorry, wait.
Wait, me 19.
Oh, that's a miss? No, never mind. Let's bring it back to 48.
The way the sheet was auto filled out for the dexterity bonuses, does that already add the proficiency?
Are you using D&D Beyond?
Yes.
Which is not endorsing us. Whatever your weapon is, it's got the total attack right there. So what's your total attack?
I rolled a 5. I've got +4 to Dex for finesse, and then proficiency's +2, but I don't know if that's built into that.
I mean, is your thing a +6 next to your weapon?
Oh. Hey, there are numbers there. yes, it is. Yes, it is +6.
Okay, so 6 + 5, 11, still a miss.
10. Yeah.
What? Or 10.
If 11's a miss, then yeah.
Well, we'll roll with that. So
it's 10. Yeah.
Either way, it all looks the same. You dive forward, and he definitely dodges to the side. After that is Corin, who is freaking out and is going to heal herself.
That's a smart thing to do.
She's kind of like panicking, and she's a forward, so she's not rapidly breathing, but you can see that she's shaking, and she kind of gives herself a few words and then places her hand on her own shoulder, and you watch as she kind of gains some strength back. Not actual strength, just some of her own health. Connor.
All right, I'm gonna. Goodness gracious! I'm gonna shoot the guy by the door again.
Yep.
Cover your ears, everybody.
No, you're not my
Too
mom.
late. All right.
You're not my mom.
That's a 20 total.
That's it.
All right. And that would be 12 plus 4, 16 damage.
16 damage. All right. So you take another shot,
Mm-hmm.
and you watch as the bullet connects with its chest, and it just dissipates.
Peace
It's
out,
not there
sucker.
anymore. Odin?
I'm gonna stab again. Because I like stabbing. Stab. That's a 15 to hit with the stab.
All right, it's a hit.
All right. That's a 5 to damage.
So you slash it, you pierce it one more time, and it's just wisps now. It's barely there. There's it's almost like a shadow of its former self. And yeah, it's still there though.
Someone just punch it.
Homer, your turn.
Punch it.
Punch it.
I think I have high proficiency with stabbing with the dagger.
That's fair.
Then you should probably stab.
I will stab it
punching's
with
cool.
it. I will try. I'm currently at a -3. Oh, but that's still a 14
After the -3 or before?
after the -3.
Okay. Yeah, then you hit.
Awesome. How much does a dagger do again? I haven't attacked at all.
It's 1d4, and then your strength bonus or your dex bonus. Sorry.
Oh, it's my dex bonus?
Yeah.
Thank God. 3.
3.
Because right now I do no damage.
All
It
right.
was my bonus.
So yeah, you dash forward and drive your dagger right afterwards, and it dissipates.
Woo! First kill
Time to
of the
go
day.
to the docks.
100 XP apiece.
Second kill. Oh.
What?
100 experience
1
points
XP.
apiece.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yep, 100.
Should have a-
Now,
Should
who
actually have a
ordered
pencil.
the wake-up call?
Yep, and what are you doing? Because you can hear
So
a
we're
rapid succession of footsteps
All right.
from outside.
All right. Let's get out of here. Go to
Jump
the
out
docks.
the window.
Yep. Yes.
What windows? I should explain to the stream. Yeah, the group was convinced there were no windows in COG. I don't know where that came from, but
I don't know either.
Yeah, imagine that.
I was like,
Every
didn't we
time
climb through a
tried to get out
window?
of a room.
We don't need windows where we're going.
So yeah, we leave, sneaking,
Did
leaving.
These guys leave behind any
Sneak?
clothes or equipment or anything?
nothing.
Or they
nothing.
just
dissipated. Yep. Just-
Grab my music box and let's go out the window quietly.
All right. Who's going out the window
Let's get
first?
out of
Give me
here.
a climb check. I mean, athletics check.
Athletics. Ooh.
window it is.
Oh.
Oh, athletics is no good.
That's a 5
boy.
to athletics.
What if I flip out the window and use acrobatics instead?
It'll look cool, but you'll take damage.
I might take damage anyways. All right.
Oh, yeah,
Nope,
no, I
yeah.
got-
Nice.
Yeah, I got a 5 to athletics, so I am just tumbling out the window.
All right, what'd you get in total? So I'll go around. Odin?
That's a 5 in total.
Oh my gosh.
I rolled a 3, and then I have a +2, so
Okay, so you take 6 damage as you fall.
Jesus.
cool.
As you
I'm not
tumble
dead
out
yet.
the window unintentionally.
Oh boy.
Connor, you too? All right.
Yep. 6 damage, huh?
Well, no.
Josh.
That was what Odin
That's what I
took.
got.
Oh my god.
Yorick, how'd you do?
Man,
Hmm?
I'm just dead. I just fall flat on my face.
God.
I'm
dear.
dead. I'll be rolling a new character for
So-
the rest of the episode.
That dwarf is at the bottom of the
Because
window
here's what
with a
happens.
gun.
So your local vigilante, the folk hero's like, let's go. And then Connor's like, all right, let's. Oh my gosh, I better go after him. 12 damage, Connor.
Oh my god. Okay.
at the bottom.
Corin's gonna go next so that she
Okay.
can try to help you out.
Okay.
Instant land on his Corin.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna state for the record that I have 1 hit point left.
Oh, I've got 3 left, so I'm better than you.
Woo.
Okay.
All right, everybody file.
Oh my
back
gosh,
in here.
Corin!
Another long rest.
No, Corin didn't have enough hit points to fall out the window.
No, she did. She healed herself. So she falls out the window, crashes, but then stands up, and she's going to give everyone down there 3 hit points as she channels.
Oh,
As-
that's
Until the
fun.
rest of
I
us
guess I get
down
my.
first.
She's got more.
I got my Three Stooges scene.
Oh my
after all.
gosh.
Oh god.
Homer, what'd you get?
Oh.
I got a -3.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, did he get his strength back
I don't think so.
after the fight?
I don't think so. Let me
Oh
check.
God.
Oh my gosh. Hold on.
How'd you get a -3? Can't be that bad.
Oh.
Well, yeah, it's a roll of 1 on a -4.
Whew. 3 damage though for Homur. That's it. I rolled it pretty low.
It's ridiculous.
All right, Yorick.
14.
That's good. And then Yorick's like,
Not that
whew.
good.
So yeah, you climb down. You're fine.
You're
Oh,
fine.
thank God.
Yeah, it's not. It was like a 10.
Oh.
Yeah, it's super easy.
Yorick is the one that actually aimed for the mattress someone left out there.
Afro Rat. Everyone fell out the window. Wow, these are our heroes.
At some point, no one said that we were heroes yet.
Oh my god.
I'm a vigilante. I should be a hero.
Oh.
We aren't the heroes you want, nor the heroes you deserve.
Yeah, we're not the heroes you're looking for. And you're like, yeah, no need for the hand wave, Obi-Wan. We got it.
Yeah, we totally understand. Let's see what's happening.
All right, so yeah, you
Oh, God.
you're out,
It is sneaky time.
and yeah, it would be best if you decided to try and sneak.
So stealth checks.
Let's do some stealth
Okay.
checks.
Well, that was much better than my jumping out the window. With a 14 in total.
Nice. Connor.
11.
Okay, and then Yorick.
18.
18, and then Homur.
14.
14. Okay. All right. So it looks like you guys kind of have to compensate for some of the others in the group, but you guys get your stuff together, and you just try to ignore what just happened. I suppose. I don't know how you guys are gonna. I don't know if this is gonna make it in. Right.
We never speak of this.
This is why we don't have a bard, folks. And yeah, you kind of make your way into a nearby alley, start taking your time, and you successfully stealth your way through the rest of Cosnick until you're within spitting distance of the port district.
I want to spit at the port district.
That's fair. The GM lied. You were not in spitting distance. It's just a phrase. But yeah, so
that action.
when you you come into the port district, it's quiet. There's no lines like you normally see. It's just a pretty low-key, tame situation. The only thing you can hear off in the distance are the pistons and the weird kind of sounds of the boom, boom, and the kind of heavy footsteps of one of the mechanical suits of armor that patrols.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
somewhere
that
in the
noise
port.
just gives me chills now after listening to World Walkers.
It's somewhere in the port district, but you don't see it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
And we are looking for Mr. Third Shift Friend of Homer, right?
The emergency exit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
emergency exit guy.
I think we should have Mr. Cloak and Dagger, as he prefers to be called,
My name is
handle the
Puncher
negotiation.
Dagger. Thank you very much.
Who is he friends with? Someone was.
he is a folk hero, so he kind of
I blend in with the common folk.
yes.
Oh, okay. This was the third shift guy. That
Yeah, everyone was hoping that the third shift would be the group to talk to.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
gonna,
it'd be-
I'm gonna probably like say something like, "Hey, I need to make sure my package is getting ready," or something. I don't know.
Corin says
Okay,
that sounds
let's-
good.
Let's give Evie some gold.
Why?
He's got plenty of gold, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Corin's
I mean-
like I'm.
Oh yeah, wait, yeah, that's right. We
Yeah, I need to
never.
go grab it.
Okay, you're good.
Corin, it's for the emergency.
No, I know, but he's the only one that has successfully plundered from the dead bodies of our opposition over and over again.
Thanks, Corin.
Oh yeah, I mean, however you want to say it.
Yeah, I got one
Grave
of the 32
robbing.
gold, so I'll split that up when we're not going to be killed.
Well, it can't be grave robbing if they're not in the grave yet.
Yeah.
That's true. The only person we've robbed was alive.
Not well.
Except for Yorick.
No, we
Yorick funded
did.
the
We
game.
did steal a glove from a dead guy.
Anywho.
Yeah, Corin's like wrongs were done. But how? So you're gonna go speak to the common folk?
Yes. Let's speak to some common folk and find out how much it'll cost to make that into an emergency entrance.
7. No. Yeah, I'll go find a guy for an emergency exit.
Yeah, try to pay less
Question.
than I did.
This might be weird, but should one of us help Mr. Dagger
No.
Poncho?
Not me.
I'll go.
Stay away from everything.
I don't know what any of your charisma scores are.
I'm actually pretty good at charisma.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yorick
that's
would
good.
only hurt that effort.
Perfect.
For the record, Homer, do you mind if I ask what your current strength score is?
2.
2. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, he had a 4.
So I am really like sweating and tired and gasping
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah. Well, it's more that like you just look old. Like.
Perfect.
Yeah, when he comes with you,
I
he's
need to
kind
get
of
my grandfather.
Yeah,
into the
he's-
court district.
he's
My grandfather dwarf.
every step is a labor for him as he makes his way with you. And you said you're going up to the side where the emergency exit is.
Yeah, I'll see
Yeah.
if I can find a dude to let me in.
Yep, and there's one port district worker who stands there. They all have to wear these kind of like burgundy vests that are buttoned up, and nice dapper looking clothing. And the person looks over to you and says, "Hi, can I help you?"
Yes, I need to make sure my package is ready to go to Falas. Make sure everything's okay.
Why
I'm
come
doing
to
that
the
late at night
emergency exit for that?
Because I don't like dealing
I
with
can't make it up the
blinds.
stairs.
I don't
Who? What? Who's your friend?
He's my friend. He's he's an older friend. He's helping me with making sure all the documents are in order.
You look familiar. Where do I know you from?
I mean, I bought metal earlier today, so maybe that was it.
And you're a folk hero. That's why they say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of a big deal.
What's your name?
The name's Odin. Odin Fogbrew.
Oh,
Oh, you are. Yeah, I've heard of you. You
Yes.
did. Yeah, you did some good work around here a little while ago, right?
Yes, but I'm mostly in Falas now.
Okay. And so you just need to kind of get through,
Yeah.
check out some metal,
Yeah, make sure everything's good to go.
and it's just
Yeah,
you two.
maybe your friends will help you.
Yeah, and I have some other people, like, can they come help me with... They're coming, they're just a little bit slow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Hi.
If you see them, it's 2 halflings. If
I'll
you see
wait
them-
till they show up. Let's wait till they get here.
Okay, yeah.
What is that?
Speaking of halflings,
Oh, hey.
Hey, you want to say hi to the internet?
Yes.
Okay. Say hi.
Hey,
Hey.
what's your D12?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where's Daddy's dice?
yeah,
Did you get Daddy's dice again?
D12.
No, that's nice and safe here. All right.
He has metal bars over it.
Can you say that to
Yeah.
Daddy?
The D12 is the best one.
You can have a D10. There you go.
Yeah, I
never
mean,
use
he
that.
just wants to put him in the
Yeah, I
box.
know.
Come on, man.
Yeah. What's up, man? Why don't you give him a box?
Just get him his own
There we go.
dice.
There
Yeah.
you go. There's a box.
Baby's first dice.
you know, and as soon as you do that, it's going to be an hourglass.
Daddy needs.
No, not the D20.
So
we need
mad
that one.
about that.
Daddy needs to
You could have any of them,
speak.
just not the D20.
Good night, Theo.
I'm not going night.
Tell him.
You,
Rage.
you tell your dad. Roll
The
for-
resistance
roll
will
for
not be
persuasion.
televised. I'm a good influence. Dads have to stick together.
Man.
You got this dad thing on the roll.
Oh man, it's a lot. After the stream, I'll tell you about my dad experience today.
Okay.
Did you throw the daughter out the window?
No, what? Jesus.
I don't know.
Why is it on the table? Like, that's the first thing I thought of is you and child projectile.
I thought this game was supposed to mimic real life.
See, Afro-Rat gets it. Teach him to resist young, man. This is the die I gave my daughter gave this back. I was like, here you go. She's like, oh. And a day later, she was like, this is old. And I was like, damn. I mean, it is. It's like...
She's not wrong, but come on.
I know,
man.
right?
You don't know age yet. Shut up.
All right. So, yeah, the attendant's like, I don't want to just keep letting people in. Let's just wait till they show up.
Okay. That sounds fair.
Yeah. You mind if I sit down?
No, go for it.
Okay. Do you have a chair?
No?
Okay.
Well, take the ground, sir.
All right.
There's
Do the
a
rest
wall
of us
there.
want to head over there and let him see the...
Well, Corin's worried because she's peeking over there and they're not moving. And she's like, are they caught?
I'm going to wave, like,
We're
hi
waiting for a
there,
wave or
come on
something.
over. But not say anything, just wave.
I think they need help. He looks panicked and he's down.
Well, let's just go up there. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
What do you mean? They might have
All
him
right,
hostage.
that's it. We're done. We're done.
I don't think they're hostage.
Oh, no.
I think he's just really tired.
You think so?
Those shadow people really messed him up.
It wasn't that far of a walk.
I mean, you got messed up too, didn't you?
I'm better.
Yeah. Could you before we go over there, you have any more of those heals you could spare?
Yeah.
Jones in for some HP.
Oh, heck yeah. You're still at 1, right?
Well, I'm at 4.
Sure.
But, you know,
we got
like,
3.
you know,
Cool.
and then we'll just walk over there, and I think everything's gonna be fine.
She whispers one of those words that she used earlier, and
The
3 more hit
entire
points
street
back.
glows.
No,
Corn, you're the best. You're the
No.
best.
I don't even know what that means. That's weird. I can't be the best at words. And she gets all shy and...
Perfect.
All right, so I guess we should go
let's-
help him.
Yeah, we'll just help them. I mean, let's keep all our weapons away, but I think it'll be okay.
Let's
Okay.
try to shuffle around a little bit.
How
so
many
they don't
gloves are
see
you
that
wearing?
It's exactly 2 halflings, 1 forged, a dwarf, and a tall person.
That is a good question. Who is wearing gloves right now?
Who's wearing what?
No,
There's
we-
currently a glove strapped to Connor's gun
Oh,
because he didn't want me to
yes.
take it off.
That's true, yeah.
You're regretting this decision.
Did we not stow that thing?
Then somebody else had
Well,
2 gloves.
well, it's in
didn't
my.
I have
Can I,
2
like-
gloves, but they're in my bag.
they? Okay.
He did
Yeah,
put those
Yorick
away.
has 1 in his bag.
Can I like tuck the bottom part of my gun into my bag, like on my back, like so the gun is like poking out of my bag? I think it's perfectly legitimate.
No, I don't know if you have empty bags with you.
Well, I have a pack.
You do have a backpack.
Yeah, but didn't it come with
He's
stuff?
just gonna reshuffle it.
It has,
He's
like,
gonna reshuffle
He's,
it, like
he's
push
gonna
it up
put
to the
it.
side.
No, he's gonna.
that's a little bit of stuff.
What you could do is put
It's not
the
a
gun
lot.
behind the backpack, so the gun is in between you and the backpack.
Yeah, I don't know how
Right,
big
do
the
you have,
glove
like, a
is.
band-
Yeah, I mean
Everyone
these
just
gloves are
wrap
just like
the
these
gun in the
thick,
bed.
thick leather workers' gloves. Like it's not like a.
Oh, so you mean
like-
more like a gauntlet than
It's
a glove.
it's much more like a gauntlet. These are big, like.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Unless you guys had brought it up, I would have totally forgotten about it. So
That's the jam.
I say I'm just walking up to him. Because you guys
Well, they
aren't
can't
around.
see anyway. They can't see it yet.
Well, that's what I
anyway,
mean.
So yeah.
So, like, just as we're walking out, it's like, oh, crap, the glove.
Yeah. So yeah, as he's walking forward, you guys can see it, but now he's out in the open, so it's up to you to make a big deal about it or not.
Yeah.
But you make your way up front,
I'm
and
gonna just be sneaky about it.
And
Just,
personally,
like,
is this-
walk
is
my
this
back
everybody?
to everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do
this
not
is
let him
everyone.
see that glove.
all right. Well, I think if you can make it worth my time, I can let you go through the emergency exit.
I'm gonna give him 5 gold.
And he's like, all right,
1 per person.
that's cool. Just kind of shrugs, takes the gold, doesn't look too happy though. See you later,
gonna
Mr.
give-
Fog.
Brew.
Yeah, it's just.
I was willing to give him a little bit more. So
Yeah,
once
no,
we
he-
get through the door, I'll give him 5 more.
Oh, hey, well, thanks, man. That's great. It's just all of a sudden, why you have to do all of that? You get on out of here. Get on out of
So
here.
I'm gonna take 10 off my sheet.
And then he leans over and he's like, "Hey, Jeremy, they're cool. Let them go." And they yell to the next person up ahead who's on the other side of the emergency gate because it's like it's a little bit of a tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
But then you walk through. Jeremy gives you the go ahead, and you once again enter the port district. It's a lot different now. With everybody, with all the craziness and all the lines, the port district did not seem nearly as big as it does now. It's vast and open, and there's also a couple different roaming squads of Brotherhood of Iron members.
So
At this point,
Sneaky time.
I'd go over to Homer and be like, "Hey, Homer,
just take off my back.
I think we might need to take this glove off my gun. As much as it's pretty sweet, I like it as like adornment for my sweet gun. I have a
Are you
feeling I'm
saying you
not.
want me to take it off for now?
Yeah, but I like it.
Okay.
So could I like put it in my bag? Would that be cool?
No.
Hmm.
But I can hand it back to you once we're out of here.
Okay.
I just think it would be better that if you get stopped in a bag check, it would be bad if I have it. It would be worse if you have it.
I think if they find you with 3 gloves, the jig is up regardless.
The jig
There's
is up.
probably blood on all of them. I mean, we took these off of dead bodies. I mean, they're not.
One of them wasn't dead.
Yeah, he was just passed out on the floor. It was a Friday.
That's true. You
Bleeding from
revived.
his
You
neck.
revived him.
He
Anyways.
wasn't dead. He was just bleeding
Any-
from his neck on the floor.
Anyways, you know what? You're absolutely right, though. If they find you with them, then I'm not in trouble as much. So go for it.
They'll
You
kill
hold
you
on to it.
last.
Jesus.
All right.
They'll steal my stuff
All right, so you take
again.
So you take the glove off then.
Yeah. Thinking
Seems
back,
like such a
I've been
bad
a little
idea.
lax, so I'm going to make this even more complicated than usual.
Yeah. So yeah, you watch as Data. I mean, as Homer. Just a mastermind, just working the controls left and right, little nuances, little shifts of gears here and there. I mean, Dwarven steam tech is unapproachably difficult, it looks like. But finally, Homer pulls it off, and you can hear it kind of boom, power down. It releases however it was connected before, you're not sure. And then Homer slips it into his bag, and you're good to go.
Draft.
I remain suspicious.
I have
Let's-
my doubts.
Before you give me stealth checks, let me describe the area. So the port district right now is wide open, right? Imagine like this huge flat circle, the district. I mean, hundreds of feet wide, right? Walking in the middle of it is going to be difficult. All around the perimeter are where the ships dock. And there are platforms that come all imagine the port district. It's just this huge disc almost, right? And whenever a ship comes up to the disc, like if this is the edge of the disc, there is a little platform that comes down, completely anchored and secure, and the ship has to come down and land on there. So even though the ship, you can see it and all that, it's kind of halfway down the disc. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I need to know how you're going to approach sneaking towards the ship of your choice.
Do any of the ships look like they have any activity going on?
There's only one ship that has any sort of activity. The rest of them seem like they're dormant, and they don't look like they're ready to move. Like if you wanted to check out these other ships, you might get lucky, but they're not active. They don't look like they're ready to go.
Okay.
Only one of them seems to have an active crew. And that one is a ship not too far from you, and the ship you look upon is massive. It's a massive round vessel with thick metal seams securing its wooden base. It's supported by 6 powerful propellers of immense size, along with mechanical wings that are folded up on each side of the ship. Steel and copper twist into the shape of a terrifying reptilian horned head that stretches out past the ship's mast.
It's a dragon.
That's badass.
Anybody with
That's
any
a pretty
sort,
cool ship.
anybody who has any sort, give me some intelligence checks
Okay.
or insight. It's up to you.
Can we roll
Insight?
both?
Yep. Just tell me the nature of your role. Like, are you trying to recognize the creature? Are you trying to recognize the ship? Like, tell me the intent of your role, and I'll give you information based on it.
Did you say insight?
You can use insight.
Insider perception.
Nothing matters.
Not perception. Perception is I see the boat. That
There's
one's
a boat
you nailed
there.
that one. Yeah.
And I only got a 6, so I feel like it probably doesn't matter what I'm trying to look at. It's just
We're
kind
probably not going to come back to Connor. Yeah. How's Yorick doing?
Was that investigation then? I missed the first
Investigation would be fine. That'd be fine.
one. Oh, okay.
Ooh,
That
investigation
is
doesn't matter.
13.
What are you trying to figure out? Like more about the boat or the creature?
I'd like to know whether I've seen this boat before at all, or
Yep.
what it might be called.
Taking a look at it, you recognize this after a moment's kind of look over. It's not hard to figure out what this boat is if you made your check. This is known as the Dragon's Breath, and it's flown by a rambunctious daredevil dwarf named Captain Flint.
I like this man.
Rambunctious. I like the sound of that.
Is there anything that you want to try and ascertain, Odin or Homer?
Sure.
What did you roll, Homer?
I completely forgot.
Go ahead and give me another roll. It's fine.
All right. Sorry. I roll. Blah. What were the options for what to choose again?
It can be
I got a
intelligence
14,
based or
but-
wisdom based. So either it can be an investigation check or it can be an insight check to have like a moment of like, oh, wait a second. But it's up to you.
All right. Well, I have a 17 for just base intelligence.
Okay. What do you want to know about it? If anything.
What does this what does it look like it's made for? What does this ship look like it does?
This ship, especially, so that would be more of an insight check. But I'll tell you, intelligence
Well,
with
see,
your
I did
role,
that too,
you
but
already,
it'd be
you already
19.
know, you remember what you've heard of this ship. This ship excels at battle. Like, not a lot of airships are made for any kind of aerial combat or fights in general. This ship has a reputation for doing whatever the hell it wants.
Nice.
And then Odin, did you have anything you wanted to find out about it?
I think Odin would be trying to ascertain with both Yorick and Homer. I forgot Homer's name for a second. What they were trying to figure out. So, but I don't get much because I rolled a 15. Not 15. No, not 15. It was like an 11 to.
What's that bad? You could still ask something if you want to.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, for insight and investigation, those were those two.
It's either one or the other.
Yeah, I know.
Well, we rolled investigation. Might as well make it
Yeah,
insight.
I'm gonna do insight
Okay.
into what the creature might be.
Yeah, so that's not really an insight, but I'll throw one at you anyway because it's the same
Okay.
score either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's there are myths that there were terrible flying reptilian creatures far off in the past of Cog's history called dragons,
Okay.
which is
That's
the
cool.
dragon's breath.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, and it's said that they could breathe fire out of their mouths.
That's
And if
cool.
this
That's
ship is
cool.
built for battle, your insight would
probably
lead you to
breathes
believe
fire.
that this thing probably breathes fire out the front of the ship.
I like this ship. Let's take it.
Yeah, I like the look of this one.
But is
Got
it
Moxie.
going to Falas?
That's a good question.
Maybe we
One
should
way to
know
find
that.
out.
I bet it would for money.
So how do you want to approach this? I mean, you probably don't want to walk out in the middle of the open area.
Yeah, I
So-
like the idea of sneaking around the edge. You said it's kind of near-ish to us
Yep.
around the perimeter.
Yeah, it's a couple ships away from you. So as
Yeah,
long as-
to
Yorick
sneak
would
along.
edge toward the shadows, beckoning.
All right.
I'd follow Yorick.
I follow the beckoning.
All right. So, go ahead and give me stealth rolls.
I'm rolling so bad today.
6. What do we got for Odin?
That's I'm trying to think this through. I'm terrible at math.
I'm just trying to make math easy on myself by rolling low.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to deal with a
Keep the
lot of these
numbers real
things.
simple.
Yes, I got a 12.
We go double digits and I'm lost, guys. So you're welcome. What'd you get?
A 12.
A 12 is not bad. Yorick?
24.
24. Carrying the
alright.
team. Homer?
6.
6. Never mind.
Welcome to my world.
Okay,
Yeah,
so here's what
No,
happens.
the only reason I'm doing okay with my rolls is because I have a +7 to stealth.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that would
I
do
rolled
it.
a 5.
I have a +4. I rolled a 2.
I just rolled a 6.
All right, so here's what happens. You group up and you make way along the perimeter, and you're right on the edge of the port district, which means that if you were knocked over, you would fall a sizable distance further than the second story window of your inn.
Osha would be appalled.
Now, once you get towards the first ship, right? You see a small squad of Brotherhood members walking towards your area. You have a choice. You can rely on the stealth checks you made, or quickly make acrobatic checks to flip off the side
Oh,
and stand on the ledge and hide that
my
way.
God.
but what happens if you don't make your acrobatics check? Do you just immediately are you dead?
We'll cross that bridge when we get
No, you still have like 3 to 4 rounds of falling.
Does
Oh,
Yorick
God.
have time to cast a quick illusion spell?
You get one action, so you're either going to flip over the side, cast an illusion spell, or hold your stealth roll.
Oh no! I got such a terrible stealth roll.
I'm gonna flip, and I rolled a 24 for
Oh, wow.
acrobatics.
All
So
right. So
I'll
you
might as
watch
well.
immediately. Odin's just like, and you flip over the side and you land on the small ledge, put your back there, and you feel good. Yorick,
Oh,
I'm
no.
going to go around the room. Yorick, are you keeping your stealth
I'm-
roll?
Very quickly looking up the range of minor illusion. Crap, 30 feet. That's not going to draw much attention. You said acrobatics?
Acrobatics or hold your stealth roll? Which one?
You got a 24.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was like,
Yes.
that's like a way tougher
Don't
choice.
risk it.
It's like,
Yorick
is there a
really
small
realizes
boy I could
that-
befriend and send him off on a small... What? No, you got 24, man. So yeah, I'll stay. Homer.
Oh no!
Homer is going to try to acrobatic.
All right.
and Homer dies.
11.
11 is good enough. You flip over the side and you're steady.
Oh god!
I'd probably help him
Can-
out a little bit.
I'm gonna die,
my
you
God.
guys. Haven't been rolling well unless we're in battle.
Do you want to
I
start the fight and then flip over? That way you can be,
No.
it can be a battle roll.
No,
Combat roll.
no.
You can do it.
All right, I'm gonna go for it.
Come
All
on.
right.
Come
I'm gonna
on.
give in to peer pressure and jump off the cliff.
If all your friends told you to backflip off the port district, would you do it?
You said 11 was okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh god. Good. That's what I got. Totally confident.
Did you really get it? Or you...
No, I really did.
Okay, you're like, I totally got it. I was like, come on, Brian. Yeah, so you flip off the side too, and you catch yourself, steady
Jesus.
yourself. Let's see what Corin gets.
No.
Oh,
Corin.
no.
What'd she get on her stealth roll? Is she better off stealthing?
Yeah, she doesn't know, man. Just touch and go.
She just saw 3 of her friends flip over the edge.
Well,
All right.
her one friend and the 2 people that are somewhat nice to her.
So she takes a few
All
steps
the
back
kids are jumping.
and falls, and she's not going to make it. So, anybody
What?
want to give her advantage?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll
how do you do
probably
it?
help her.
Um,
Ow.
Only one person can. It doesn't matter who does it.
Advantage.
I'll do it.
giving it-
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So your advantage. Let's see if she can hold on. Good. The advantage saved her. She rolled too low and then high enough. So she's like,
Stop watching.
she
Kate
sees you
roll
all
here.
flipping. She's like, takes a few steps back, ha! And just misses it completely. And then you see Odin dart forward and grab her hand as she grabs her hand, and she's strong enough to hold on. And you're just going to have to hold her. There's no time to drag her up and let her get situated.
It's a good thing I have a high strength.
Yes, so you just have to hold her
Oh,
there.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
And you can hear the Brotherhood's feet fall slowly and methodically as they search around. At one point, Yorick, they look almost dead at your area, but you have perfectly nestled yourself right behind a pillar, and it's just the right size for you. You're holding your breath the right way, whatever you got to do. They walk right by you.
I'm glad I was too poor to eat for those few months.
Poverty saves
Suck in
another
that
life.
gut.
And
He's terrible. No one notices a homeless person.
oh, that's right. Yeah, just step right on over the homeless people. God, what was that from?
A couple,
Last
like
episode.
first episode.
I'm pretending I don't know so that
It
they
was
don't
the
think we
last
hate
session.
homeless people on the stream.
It's from some different
Oh.
show I've never heard of. Probably like Critical Role or something.
They're so anti-homeless. I mean, it's ridiculous. God. So anyway, but yeah, the patrol leaves and you're all ready to get up. It's a simple with advantage strength check.
Me?
Everyone who wants to has to crawl back up.
With the hand.
Okay. Okay.
Corin is up.
Got a 14.
Nice, you're up.
Okay, thank God.
I got an 18.
Nice. York? Oh, you're good. You didn't have to roll. And then Homer.
5.
So someone's going to have
With
to help him.
advantage?
Yeah.
Someone dive.
No, he's not falling. He just can't pull himself up. So get another roll, no advantage. As Corin tries to help you up.
9.
9. And what? Wait, you're a dwarf, right?
Yeah.
Okay, somebody help Corin. Who wants to help her?
I'll do it.
I mean, it shouldn't be me.
I'll do it. I've got
All
the
right.
One strong
strength here.
helper.
You hold Corin as she goes over to the side
Oh God.
and
Oh.
strong arms him up. Everyone make stealth checks, and if you're all successful, we can move on to the next part of this game.
Oh, well, I'm successful.
Well, good.
No, I'm successful. Let's see.
21.
Nice.
That would be a 26.
Very good. York?
21.
Very good. And Homer.
1.
It's okay. The rest of the group can cover you because of the rules. So,
I'm sorry, guys.
Are you sure you're rolling a d20?
Yeah, so I'm rolling a D20. I've got
Legend of the
D20s in
D2.
front of me. I'm taking a different one each time.
All right, and so you quietly make your way over to the Dragon's Breath. There is there's a bridge that they've dropped that people are kind of going on and off on, and if you want, you can wait till someone comes over to your area, or you can just go up the walkway. What do you want to do?
I think I'm going to go up the
for-
walkway just to speed this up.
Well, for the people who live here, would that be the usual way to approach a ship?
No, usually you'd
looking
wait
for
down
passage?
below, but waiting down below means you don't know when the Brotherhood's going to come back.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Boom, boom, boom,
Okay.
ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. All
I'm
right,
gonna
so
bring my own rabbits.
you all kind of quickly make your way up there, and as soon as you go get up there, the first thing you see is a dwarf of stocky nature with a fiery red beard, goggles the color of obsidian, and a long maroon-colored leather coat and gloves. His heavy boots have gears and machinery. When he walks, you can hear the metal casings under his boots. He lights a thick cigar before he talks to you, as if it's required, then takes a second to evaluate you, looks you over. He's like, "What are you doing up here?"
I pull up my pipe. We're here for a ship.
Port Districts is a Pretty quiet. I didn't hear you coming. What are you sneaking around for?
I'm just
I look
naturally
over
quiet.
to Odin.
I'm just naturally quiet, so.
So if I called the Brotherhood over here to check you guys out, you wouldn't care?
I wouldn't be too fond of it. I don't like.
So let's cut to the chase. What are you sneaking around my ship for?
Are you going to Falas?
Is that where you want me to go?
We'd
Sure,
love for you to go to
yes.
Falas.
We have money.
Oh, that's good. That's not a wasted trip then. So, you ready?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
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 25 gold apiece. And
25
Corin
gold.
steps up and she's like, I said I would pay. So, and
I accept her charitable nature.
she dishes out the gold and he's looking her up and down. And he's like, not a lot of foraged in here. And she's like, okay, I don't know what to say to that. She says out loud. And he's like, all right, so Falas.
Falas.
All right.
Yep.
Please
then-
and thank you.
Well, and he looks around over at down below and he's like, find a place to hide, I guess.
All right. Cool.
And he points over to, there's like a small door that is over towards the front of the ship. And if you
Mhm.
want, he's pointing to that one you can go into.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna ask him. You're the captain, right?
Yeah, Captain Flint.
Just got to make sure you're not some, somebody pretending to be the captain.
Well, you better
Not
get
that I don't-
going.
Yeah, not that I don't trust.
That's great. And he kind of walks away.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go.
Yep.
I realized as we were about to leave, I was like, he might not be the captain. He might just be some dwarf.
Then he turns around and he's like, go, hide. I gotta go
Yeah,
clear us.
I'm going.
All right, yeah, so Corin's like, ah, and she kind of scurries off, and the rest of you scurry off. You open the door. Once you go inside, it goes down about 10 steps, and it's a small room with a bunch of rollout cots. You can grab one and roll one out, and this is it.
Cool.
Okay.
Yep. So
Neato.
it takes about half hour, 45 minutes to clear his path. You know, they basically go down and make the proper arrangements at the port district, get the ship ready, and then he comes in, he opens the door, comes back downstairs, like, couple things. So, first off, this is all you can do. You can stay in here, you can walk the deck. I don't want to see you anywhere else. You walk anywhere else, we throw you over the side.
Awesome.
Question.
Understood?
That seems fair.
What possible question could you have about this?
I was going
You
to
wanna
ask if
go-
you needed help, but okay.
Oh, that's nice of you. No.
He's a cook. He wants to cook.
No, we're okay. Now, how fast do you want to get to Falas?
Safely fast.
Well, there's two ways we can go. It's going to take us upwards of 2 weeks to get there if we go around the mountain range coming up. Or, if you pay me extra, I'll take us through the Durango Mountains. No problems.
How fast would that speed us up?
You'll be in Falas in about 3-4 days.
That's certainly speeds up. But what do you guys want to do?
Why? Why if you
Personally, I
get
don't-
there that fast would
personally, I
you
don't
not want to
care
go
for-
that way?
I
Yeah.
think we need to go fast if we're gonna try and catch what's his face. But
The Falcon.
yeah, but yeah, I don't think we.
Those of you from
Would we know?
yeah, so what you would all know, being citizens of Cog, the Durango Mountains are particularly dangerous. It's a really hazardous mountain range that's prone to storms. And part of that is because there is a type of creature that lives there called the Venari. The Venari like to fly up into storms and devour the lightning from the clouds themselves. Not only that, but there are even stronger beasts that live in the clouds called lightning harvesters. And they can not just survive storms, but summon storms. And most airships won't even pretend to go into the Durango Mountains. But
this ship is...
Captain Flint's telling you he has no problem going in there, and if you pay him extra, he'll go through there and get you through there safely.
So I'd like to ask him, those weapons on the side of the ship, can those hit those creatures?
Yeah.
Can you fend them off?
Yeah, no, it's not gonna be a problem.
How much extra are we talking?
20 gold apiece.
What do you think, Corin?
And she's like, I think it's all my gold. I've got about, and she looks, like, I've got 15 gold. That's all I have left.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand him a stack of 100 gold that I stole from that one dude.
Yes.
So that's 100 gold I don't have. Actually, wait, I think I used 64 of it. I'm going to need to do math real quick.
Oh, the metal.
Yeah. No, Pedro talked about it. I'm not taking my personal money out on the metal. It's kind of like...
Yeah.
On business account?
Well, what we do for crafting in my games is always that, like, he has secured the materials, so now when it's time for him to craft, he'll spend the money like normal, but he doesn't have to waste time going to look for the material. It's already there. And then if he wants to, he can pre-spend the money so that he's not carrying around funds.
You mean so he's not also spending like 15 minutes of a battle in a metal shop?
You know, however he wants to play it.
That
something like
was
that.
like 20 seconds. I got to pull out my calculator because I'm terrible at math. These are large numbers.
Large numbers.
We're the 3 digits here.
We're on full alert.
But you still paid him the 100?
Yeah, he paid.
So, like,
well, he's trying to see if he can pay the 100.
Yeah, I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I have 0.
Yeah, does Evie have 20 gold?
I've
only got 16.
In total, all of the gold I have 107. So I can pay this, but I'm spending most of my money, including my personal money.
Can we work for part of the fair?
Nope.
You guys, how much do you guys have?
And
I have
Corin throws her
literally
15
0.
gold at you.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's 15. All right,
But we only need 100 total, right?
Yeah,
I
so
spent
I'll hand him 100.
All right.
Okay, yeah, Yorick will give you 5 gold to
Okay.
even things out.
Yeah.
So what that means is, when we get in the Durango Mountains, you're down here in this room. I'm locking you in here. You can't be on deck.
Oh,
Fair enough.
but I want to shoot things. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It makes sense. I do like hunting, though.
Okay, but do let us know if you need help.
You
We
said
won't.
Josh, you said 15 or 5?
5.
Just wanted to make sure.
It's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair.
That'll
Okay.
bring me down to 11 and you up to a reasonable number.
Okay, so I'm at 27 gold now.
So we have a long rest and we wake up in Falas, right? It's just that
Pretty
easy.
much. So, so here's how it goes. After he shuts the door, Corin looks around and she's like, "So, we did it. We made it.
We did.
Thank
Now
you
we need-
guys."
Kind of.
Now we need to search for the Falcon.
Which, yeah, I mean, if the Falcon doesn't go through the Durango Mountains, we're gonna beat the Falcon there.
This is true. We'll see if the Falcon's here, but it's probably not.
Now we're only half a day behind the Falcon or so, or a full day?
Not quite sure on the number. You just know they had left recently. Whatever somebody's version of recently is hard to determine.
Gotcha.
Maybe
So
a
we'll-
week.
Yeah, we'll just check.
So
Month or 2.
no, yeah. So the first couple days are pretty quiet. It's actually, he said like you get there in 3 days. It'll probably be more around 5.
It's fine.
But Yeah, so the first couple of days are quiet. You're allowed to walk the deck. The ship is amazing, immaculately constructed. Anyone who wants to can give me a perception check.
Okay.
I want to do this.
Yes.
I like looking at things, but
Never
apparently I'm
turned
not
down
going
the option
to.
for a perception check.
We got a 7, so
21.
I got a 5.
staying down below, just hanging out,
20.
getting my rest on.
So
That looks like a rock over there.
Homer and Yorick are interested. The ship has a certain sheen to it. Like, you don't feel like you're going to slip on the wood or anything like that, but there is something almost slick about the wood itself. So
They just mopped it.
Can I make my artificer's lore for mechanical and alchemical substances?
yes, you can.
Thank you. Yes! Oh, I hope this means my bad is over. 17.
17. There is a substance that has been this wood has been deeply treated with. It soaks and coats all of the wood, and it's been treated in a very specific way. This substance they've treated the wood with is flammable. The entire ship is coated in it. Do you want to make a further roll? This would be an investigation check.
Absolutely. I might even try to bring York into this.
Yeah, Yorick this has piqued his curiosity.
So who's making? I guess it's Yorick making the roll. Do you want to give him an
York's
advantage?
making the roll, and I'm going to be giving him advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds
Who's going to give the roll? Bam!
25.
25. So the two of you are discussing it, and what you further notice is that this wood, or whatever this wooden substance is, has been further treated with more coatings. You're pretty sure if this ship catches on fire, it's not going to burn. The ship itself won't burn. The treatments they've given to the ship will catch on fire. The ship won't. And as you're looking it over, what's up?
I just said I got it. I understand it now, but my
Oh.
character doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
Yorick nudges over there. I wouldn't want to try to board this ship.
So, as you're looking over the ship and kind of investigating it, Captain Flick comes over and he's like, "You like what you see?"
Yes.
You must not get very many successful boarders.
Never. This is how we're going to get through Durango Mountains. The whole ship's flammable. We all just crawl inside, light the ship on fire. Even though
That's the most metal thing I've ever heard in my life.
You know, I think we've officially added punk to the steam.
he says, even the lightning harvesters and their storms can't put out the fires. You have to wait for all the chemicals to burn away.
Wow.
Nice.
We're going to be just fine. That's why you have to stay inside, though.
Oh,
that makes-
That
absolutely.
makes sense.
And when you look, you can tell even his cloak, or his leather coat, looks like it might be treated with the same stuff.
Yorick asks him if he happens to have any of this. Well, okay, at first he'd try to recall if this is the sort of thing that could be added to weapons or armor. I mean, obviously his cloak looks like it might be.
It's hard to add it to like metal because it can't saturate. So you would know that. It would be very hard to add it to weapons and stuff. But yeah, it's soaked into his leather coat just fine, and they've found a way to work it into the wood. But yeah,
So maybe bolts on crossbows and quarterstaffs.
even then
wood,
you'd have to treat every single bolt then. Yeah.
Yorick asks the captain if he happens to have any of that substance available for purchase.
And he pats you on the shoulder and he's like, pats you one more time and he's walking away laughing at the idea of selling it.
How about 2 copper pieces?
I've got 18 silver.
And then he turns and says, "You're going to barely afford the trip itself."
This is true.
We can come back.
Just keeps laughing and walks away. So, yeah.
Well, all right. At least we know he has some.
I want to know how cool his cloak is.
I mean, I like it. I mean, what do you mean? Like, it's not a cloak; it's a leather coat. So it's like a thick leather coat with buckles on it. And
yeah, you said cloak, and I was like, oh man,
I messed up. Everything's a cloak to me. I'm cloak obsessed. Like,
we gotta talk cloaks here, buddy.
Yeah, I know you got the whole arms tucked in thing. I think if you would just pull your head in, you could be completely impermeable there.
But yeah. So on the next day, at one point you're on the deck, and he's like, "All right, you're just now getting close to the mountains." And he comes up, he's like, "Everyone in, let's go."
Okay.
I'm going to be sweeping the area where our cots are.
All right. So once you're all in there, you can hear him shut and lock the door.
And I am sweeping.
And it's eventful for most of the day. That night, as you hear the rain start to hit the ship, then you hear the rolling thunder, and then you start hearing dwarven commands. So those of you who can speak dwarf, it's nothing special. It's just it's commands to get the ship ready. Mm-hmm. And then once you can hear this rolling thunder, and suddenly there's a lightning strike, and there's these terrible these terrible screeches coming, and then you hear, and you can feel the heat from up above as the whole ship must be aflame, and you hear creatures slamming against the side and just crashing, and this goes on for a couple hours. It kind of dies down for a bit. And then more creatures must be coming. There's lightning. At one point, lightning hits the side. And then you can feel it get even more hot as there's a rumbling at the front of the ship. And you can feel the ship kind of pull back and swing. And you all kind of lose your balance. And you hear just with billowing flames that must be coming out of the front of the ship. After a few hours of that,
look awesome. The no people who could see this.
Send your raven out quick.
It just flies out.
Good luck, Raven.
Is it a phoenix? No, it's just dead. All right, so yeah, it takes off and it flies out, and no, no, it doesn't.
I have a quick question. Is the deck as hot as my Pepsi Fire?
Fuck.
You're off the podcast. I'm sorry. It's too many lawsuits.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So it sounds like hell itself out there for a few hours, but eventually it dies down. You can hear the rain kind of start to clear out, and they don't open the doors for you for the rest of the trip. Like at one point they bring you food and they let it slide on down there, but they don't let you out, and you can hear them working constantly on the decks. And you get the feeling they're probably recoding the area or working the surface in some way. But yeah, on the last day,
curious about that. There's no keyhole he can peek out of.
Nope.
Maybe you could get a sliver of it and I can analyze it.
Although I can,
your raven.
I can tell you what the ship.
Magnifying lenses are 100 gold apiece. We got to save up.
If you want, I can tell you what the
CSI treatment.
If you want, I can tell you what the ship looked like when it took off.
Sure.
Yeah. So if you guys were on the deck for when it took off, I wasn't sure if you were or not. Because you guys had to hide. But if you had come back out to watch the ship take off, you would have seen flames billow from deep within. You would have heard flames billow from deep within the ship's furnaces, and the roar of the engines down below can be heard from the deck. The mouth, you watch as flames kind of start to pour out of the mouth of the beast in front, the kind of twisted silver reptilian head. And then you would have seen Captain Flint kind of chuckling to himself like this must be his favorite part every time. And the ship would lift to the sky, and the wings that were folded up on the side, those mechanical wings, they would have spread out into their full glory. and the ship would look terrifying to anyone who had not seen it before. Like,
Falcon ain't got nothing on this ship.
there would be no concern that the ship wasn't going to make it to the Durango Mountains once it took to the skies. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
So, on the last day, you're allowed out on the deck, and there's no way there was a fire up here. It's unscathed. Like, if you look over the side of the ship, you could see a part where the lightning hit. Otherwise, this ship is fine. There's no way there was a fire up here. Like, if the two of you hadn't investigated it, you would not be convinced that some raging hellfire like raced across the surface of the deck of the ship. But you are able to look ahead, and as you approach Falas, ahead you see a wondrous city before you. There's tightly packed buildings, and they're neatly divided into different districts, and that's what makes up the entire city. Cosnick was a thick, congested city where it was easy to get lost. In contrast, Falas is a metropolis, massive in size and surprisingly lively as you approach. You approach the city's port district, which rests on a tall mesa above Falas. Connecting the two areas is a steam lift, much like you saw in Cosnick. The steam lift is run by the Brotherhood of Brass, the dwarves that run the steam-powered machinery in this area.
You just had to pause after Brotherhood of, didn't you?
Yeah. There are.
This is the good brotherhood.
Yeah, there are 5 different brotherhoods. The Brotherhood of Brass is the brotherhood that kind of they don't. It's different. There is actually like this is a kingdom. The Brotherhood of Iron is unique in that they are the government. They are the entire system of Cosnick.
They are whatever
But
they want.
here, right, the Brotherhood operates on its. They operate much more like a.
Guild.
Yes, exactly, a guild. There is actually like a king and a queen here, and it's much more. It's not under the rule of any of the Brotherhood like it was over in Cosnick. So, you approach, and the ship docks, and the captain comes out to see you, and he says, "It was a pleasure having you. You guys listened to me. That was incredibly important. So what that means is that." You can come back on this ship if you ever need a ride. It's still going to cost you, but I'm usually a one-time provider for most people. You guys listened. If you need me, look for me in the port districts. I'm available.
I'm gonna shake
I extend
his
my hand to.
We're all shaking.
We all,
his
we all,
hand.
oh, all right. It's fine.
I somehow end up shaking Connor's hand.
Yeah. So one by one, you all shake hands, and he even shakes.
Lavishly praise the ship.
he lets it soak in for a bit, and he's like, "All right, we're out." And he gives a couple more dwarven orders to his crew, and they're already getting ready to go somewhere else. So
Cool.
And we better get off.
yeah. So you descend. The port district here is very similar to the port district in Cosnick. Not nearly as busy. There's no lines. Like it's just kind of people just kind of approach as they want to. There's just not enough traffic to warrant crazy lines and stuff like that. The Proctor Travel Company runs this too. Like the Proctor Travel Company runs pretty much all the port districts. So. You still got to deal with them, and they're fine over here. They're very peaceful and smooth. They let you guys go on through. They don't check anything.
Before we leave, I want to ask around about the Falcon.
Sure, yeah, and you can do that as you're checking out.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you go up, the person who's helping you checks their travel logs, and they're like, "It hasn't come here yet."
Okay.
All right.
It was
Well, we
here
can
a
hope
while
we get it.
ago, but that was a couple weeks ago. So.
Okay.
A couple of weeks.
Yeah, that wouldn't make. It wouldn't matter to you guys. Like, it just means that, like, they're like, yeah, they were
Yeah.
here a while ago, but they're not here anymore. So, yep.
All right.
So you're good to go. So as you guys are, and you should know that this is known as Upper Falas, and Upper Falas is a small. It's not like the lower city and the upper city in Cosnick. This is just like a small, almost like a touristy kind of place. the rich and powerful live up here. So they have wonderful restaurants. They have beautiful inns. Like if you want high class, if you want comfort, this little mesa here is where it's at.
So I'm assuming my shop wouldn't be up here.
Correct. No,
I'm not rich.
And as you leave this area, Corin says, "Well, I mean, I'll keep checking back here. I think we probably have a day before he gets here at least. So,
Yeah.
Here's what I want you guys to do. You helped me find out information. I said I would pay. Okay.
And you did.
So we're even. So I don't want you to say anything yet. Take a day to think about whether or not you want to continue helping me. I don't want any answers yet. I really want you guys to think about it. I don't know what's going on. I'm really scared to go back to the church and explain I don't know anything. And if you guys are in, I want you to really, really be in, not sure, why not? So take a day, enjoy Falas, and come to the Church of the Source in the Forge District tomorrow morning. If you want to be a part of this. If I don't see you, I understand. Thank you so much for all the help you've given me. So, and she kind of nods and looks really nervous, and she kind of turns around and walks away. So, you guys have the day in Falas. Those of you who lives here in Falas, is it just Odin? All right, so Odin, can I speak on your behalf, essentially?
Yeah.
Okay, so Odin, if you ask, Odin will tell you essentially how Falas works. Falas is divided into several districts. You can explore Falas at your leisure. If you head to the market district, you're going to find anything you could want to buy, whether it's food, clothing, weapons, armor, or art. If people sell it, you'd be able to find it. There's even an auction house here called the Gabbiani Auction House. You could travel there, and they deal in some pretty expensive stuff, but you never know what you can find there.
The quick sale for your boat.
Yeah. The Industrial District is probably where Odin's going. It's home to the craftsmen and workers of the city. It's uncommon for citizens to wander into this district unless they're looking for custom work to be done. So when you do your work at your shop, you take it to the market district.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your shop probably exists in the market district, but you would have...
We have like the booth.
Right, exactly. Yeah, however you want to have it set
We have
up.
a mall kiosk.
The entertainment district is the source of the city's income and its troubles. It's larger than any other two districts combined. There's extravagant gambling houses, taverns, theaters, you name it. The Forge district is home to the refugees and the former war machines of Kadim, the Mage Kingdom. Does everyone up on their history, they understand what that means?
Pretty much, yeah.
The gist is that, yeah, the Kadim, the Kingdom of Mages...
Magical kingdom.
Yep. They had crafted the Forge to help end the war. Once they fell, the Forge gained their own sentience and free will, and they made a long pilgrimage all the way across the world, essentially. And they came to Falas. Falas was the first and only kingdom to welcome them. And so they have...
Because it remained neutral.
Yep. Yeah, it stayed out of the war. It never suffered the losses or a sacrifice or anything like that. So they were the only ones to allow them in. The Forged aren't always crazy about the fact that it's called the Forge District. It could probably do some renaming, but what you're going to do. So the Forge District is where the Church of the Source is, and that's the religious epicenter of the Forged. Upper Falas is where you're at right now before you've descended down the steam lift, and it's home to the wealthy. The politicians and the movers and shakers of Falas live up here. One would think there's resentment from the lower citizens about this segregation, but the general sentiment with the lower with Falas and like Falas proper is like, we're cool. You can all live up there. Don't worry about us. You guys do you. We'll stay in our lane. You stay in your lane. Like they're pretty happy with the fact that the rich and pompous don't live in their area.
Stay away.
Yeah. And then you're in the port district, so you guys pretty much know over that. So I think that's pretty much everything. Where do you all want to go?
I can tell you right now, I need to go someplace private to talk to somebody I haven't said anything to in a while.
Okay. Yep. Where do you want to head to?
It's his girlfriend.
Just someplace I don't think there will be other people.
Mm-hmm.
Probably listening to my music box the whole time.
Yeah. You can just go on a walk then, essentially, if you want to.
Just keep an eye out for when I can get a place alone for a while.
Okay. Do you guys want to set up a meeting place before you guys split up?
Before we scatter?
No, not like that. I'm just like...
I figured I'd run into them tomorrow morning at the Church of the Source.
Oh, okay.
I'd probably give everyone directions to a good inn or something.
Okay.
Good inn sounds good.
So
a decent inn that's you're not going to get shanked at for no reason, but you're not spending a abhorrent amount of money.
Right.
I'm just gonna there's no reason for modesty at this point. I don't have any money at all. So if anybody has like a floor that I could stay on, like a
You're coming with me.
like I
Yorick would nudge Evie. And,
I don't take up too much space.
Okay, you guys are coming with me.
I'm compact. I can fit in overhead compartments.
Just pull out the dresser, like the cupboard, and
I'm the only one with.
Yeah,
any
he
sort
counts
of,
as a
like,
personal
lodging.
item.
And yeah, I mean, I'm more than willing to. Listen, I don't live here, so
I've already said you're coming with me. Shut up.
It's fine. I don't want to be a freeloader. I want to earn my keep, but
Yorick can earn his keep because he's a metal dude.
why?
Yeah, Yorick has no problem being a freeloader, but he does need money.
See,
I could
okay.
like steal things from people
Odin-
with like
Odin
sleight
already-
of hand.
Odin already knows. Odin already knows that Yorick is a metal caster, so he'd probably be able to help out at the shop or something.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what to do with Connor.
Like shoot people that you don't want around.
How's your competition?
Connor.
Can you wash dishes?
Do you have a rat problem in the shop? Good sight with that gun.
Yes,
Connor,
Homur.
you could also appeal to a church or maybe some other
You mean the
shelter?
Only church?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I just like the irony. Now who's homeless?
That's what makes me.
Connor just
naturally
fades
stealthy.
away.
I've made mistakes in my life.
Things happen.
Alright.
Yeah, so I guess I will go with I'll go with Odin.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Those two can come with me. I don't know where Dad is going, so
Yeah.
I don't know if Dad even. I don't even know if Homer has money. So
He doesn't. He's poor like I am.
everyone's poor but me. I've got a decent amount of money.
Well, so yeah, you all make your nightly accommodations and everything. So are you all just going to hang out at the industrial district while Odin gets his affairs in order? Are you going to explore the town or anything like that?
I'd probably invite Yorick over to my shop.
Okay.
Well, Yorick is certainly interested in having a little more than 11 gold in his pocket.
Yeah. So I don't know what Connor's gonna do. Connor doesn't really have much to do because he has no money.
Yeah. I'm just third wheeling my way around at the moment.
You're gonna pickpocket some people and then get
Could.
arrested, and I'm gonna forget about you.
I could. What is that? Sleight of hand?
So yeah, I assume you're going to pretty much handle your regular business, Odin.
Yeah.
Meet with your kids.
I'll probably go back and say, Hey, kids.
Yeah.
I didn't get you anything because I was on the run from the law.
Yes.
Again,
I won't say that.
No. So yeah, it sounds like you two are handling business. Connor, are you sticking with them then, or are you wandering the city for a bit and then coming back?
There's a part of me that just kind of wants to wander over to the Forge District and just like hang out at their church and be like, I don't have anywhere else to go.
I'm lonely. I'm single and looking to mingle.
Well, I guess would I be able to find my way with
Oh,
my
yeah.
known direction to?
Yeah,
to get to the
there's
Forge
signs,
Church?
and I mean, this is not.
It's very fancy.
This
Yeah.
is not Cosnick. We actually have a sense of direction.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I would just kind of wander the city and make my way over to the Forge District and hope that they might have a place for me to hang out
Yeah.
in the church. And just because I'm interested in the history of the city anyways, just be
you
kind of
are a
like
history dude.
looking around and checking stuff out.
Yeah.
Not to split up the party. I know. Shut up, Lynn. Sorry.
Shut up, Mom.
Shut up, everybody in the chat knows me from my other game.
Which you can find at Awful.
Maybe
I know,
half
I
a
know.
second.
Brian's like, I'm not you, Evie. I don't plug stuff.
All right.
Sponsored by water.
Cool.
It's free in most places.
Yeah, most places.
Oh man! All right, so you're wandering around the Forge District, and as expected, I mean, if you have not walked the Forge District before,
Mhm.
as much as you might be prepared for it, it is a new sensation to pretty much see only the Forged walk. The Forged most of them are massive in size.
Oh.
Since they were built for war, most of them look absolutely devastating. But there's a strong contrast between how they look and how they carry themselves. They all have a sort of light nature. If anyone looks like they need any help, the others kind of come back and help them. It's just a good time all around. And you're kind of wandering the streets, and there is one store that catches your attention.
It's my store.
It's you're not in the Forge District.
An instrument shop.
We have multiple shops. We're
It
expanding.
is an interesting, quaint little shop, but with a really funny name. It's called Kagenbooth.
I like this name.
Well, I will go investigate it.
All right.
I'd
So,
like to know more.
yep. So as you walk in, you find that it's a shop of mechanical oddities. The store is filled from shelf to shelf with toys and devices that are ready to be purchased. So ready. Like, whenever you're ready, they're ready. Please buy them. At the end of the store is a counter. Behind that counter sits two people. The first one is a man in a cool blue sweater vest, a dark red shirt, and a bow tie that's slightly askew. And he squints ahead of you. He kind of adjusts his glasses, and he's like, "Well, hi there, customer, right? Customer, ha!" And he's really excited. The person next to him is just like this small little halfling with really scruffy hair. He's like scruffy blonde hair, and he has like a kind of a maroon vest on. And he looks upset, but he's trying to look like he's also happy to work here. And he's like, ha! And he's sweeping off to the side. So, yeah. But the guy kind of walks over there and, how's it going?
Oh, well, I'm new in town, and I was just wandering this very nice Forge District, checking out the place, and your shop just stood out to me. I don't, honestly, just be totally upfront with you. I don't have any money at the moment, but I was just, the store just looked so interesting.
I mean,
You know?
that's cool. Too. I'm just glad people are coming in the store. So, anything you want to look at, have fun with, just, you.
All right.
live your
Is it
dreams, I
Ghost
guess.
stealer murder.
Yeah, I mean, well, like what got you into this?
This used to be my mom's store, and after my dad passed, she didn't really feel like she wanted to. This is kind of a big responsibility. Like, it's very hard to run a successful store, and she kind of followed some of the pursuits, and so yeah, I came in. I kind of gave it a new look, a new feel. Like, okay, so for instance, we're having a clear out sale because I'm getting some new stock in soon. But I'm trying to help people find a home for these figures over here. And he walks over, and there's like this big old box of like, it looks like forged action figures.
These are very cool. I like.
Thank you.
Like this.
I'm
a history kind of guy. This is very interesting. They seem very well made.
They are. They look. I mean, they even talk.
They what?
They talk.
Sorry, that was a legitimate reaction, but I cracked myself up. Sorry, back in the game.
Like, yeah.
What do they?
And he gives one to you, like this one really big, twisted, muscular figure, and there's like a little button on the back that you have to turn and then push.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do, it says, "Tell me what to do," which seems racially insensitive given the forged past.
Yeah.
If you do it again, it says, "Strong as steel." If you do it one more time, it says, "I'm happy to serve."
Oh,
and
wow.
He's like, I've been messing with the voice because I don't think it was coming off the right way. So I don't know.
Please set him straight.
There's
you do a forged voice actor.
You do realize that these are history's changed. It's like it's not like really cool anymore.
I've got some ideas, but like,
yeah,
I was told it wasn't really cool to sell them anymore, which is why I'm giving them away. Now I can't be in trouble.
Because now I'm thinking about like getting caught with them at the literal Church of the Forge. How do you
and this is something that really is throwing you off because you just came from Cosnick.
Yeah.
Right? You know that all tech, not some, not most, all tech is handled by the dwarves.
Oh.
As stupid as this thing is, as racially insensitive and triggering as this thing is, there is no way this man could have built them.
So, where do you get these from?
Oh, and he comes. Let me check. And he takes you over to the box where they're at. There's like a whole bunch of them in here.
Yeah. But do you?
He makes them. The guy in the back yells, "Little halfling." He makes them all the time. He's still sweeping.
How?
I like this man. He sweeps.
But how? How do you?
He's really good. And then he comes over and he's like, "Are you trying to figure out the whole like he's not a dwarf thing?"
Yeah, I mean.
He's like,
it's kind of the thing. I just came from Cosnick and.
He's like a savant, but there's another word in front of it that's supposed to be there. And the guy's like, "Oh, really?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's a great word. I don't get it either." And he walks back to sweeping.
What's that guy's name?
This is my new hire, Tompkins. And he's like, come over here. And he's like, no, they look like adventurers. I don't want to talk to him. And he's like, he's kind of bitter. He was traveling with some people and they never came back. And don't talk to him about it. But
Oh, that's really sorry. That's really sad to hear. Oh boy. Well,
yeah, it's a real heartbreak. It's a real heartbreak. I can hear you guys. Like, the shop's too small.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're an adventurer. You don't get it. And he just goes back to sweeping.
Well, I mean, okay. There's.
He's like really tender.
I'm sorry.
Like, the figures
sorry,
upset him a lot too.
Mr.
He thinks
Mr.
that they're
Tompkins.
like, he thinks the figures are racist too. And it's like
they kind of are. I'm really sorry. They totally.
They're
are.
racial.
They're in.
I'll meet you halfway. I'll meet you halfway.
Fancy.
They're racish. That's as far as I can go with you. I'm working on designs. Like I said, they're free. They can't be racist if I don't make a profit off them.
I'll go with you on race-ish.
Yeah.
Because they are actually, as
and you were impressed with them earlier.
As they might be, they're still pretty impressive as a thing.
And here's the crazy part. The craziest part, I'm taking donations.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not selling.
Well, as I said,
if you decide to give me money for them.
Well,
But you don't have any.
If you.
So this is all like a think of this. Okay, so like I don't want to brag, but I'm a pretty good salesman, and I'm really good at making people understand why this store is so insanely popular. And there's dust and cobwebs. Like it looks like this Tompkins halfling fellow.
Yeah.
It looks like he's not cleaning the shop. He's like trying to get the shop in order. Like he's not like doing some daily chores. Like this shop sees no business, and the halfling's trying to make something happen here. And he's like, this is all a preview. A good salesman knows when to stop talking, right? And I don't feel like we're there yet. So, let me give you a tour of everything in the store. Show you around.
Yeah, that sounds great.
This place is stacked with little inventions. Now, to the average person, this is stupid and ridiculous. But again, it is messing with you that he knows mechanical contraptions. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
He knows how to do the doohickeys.
Boy, where do you do your work? Like, where do you craft these?
In the back.
I mean, if we're touring, could I see it?
I'm not supposed to show anybody.
What? Why?
Because it's like family secret stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. Plus, it would take up time showing all this cool stuff, and he just starts wandering around. Do you stay there the whole time, or?
Oh boy. Well, man, I'm really sorry. I legit don't have any money at all. Are there?
I just like talking.
Yeah.
He's really sad when he says it. He's like,
I get it, man.
And that's when Tompkins comes in. He loudly sweeps between you guys, and he's like, "This place right here is a mess. Do you mind if I clean this area? Do you mind?" And he's kind of like pushing you off to the side, Connor.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he's like, "Please, if you could just clear." And he's kind of pushing you towards the door.
Oh.
And when you get towards the door, he's like, "Run,
I'm so sorry.
Run.
I just
this is
okay.
It. It's your chance.
All right.
Just run.
All right, but okay.
He's not going to stop.
Could you? I need more information about this place. This is so curious. Do you know anything about? Do you know it's?
This is looking weird now. Now he knows we're just talking.
I know, but
I worked so hard on this.
But could you come outside with me and just talk about this for a minute?
Oh yeah, sure. Hey, I'm gonna go on break, and he's like, "Well, you don't get breaks." He's like, "Well, I don't get paid, so
Oh, you don't even get paid? Why are you
Oh
here?
no, I don't have anywhere to live. So he just
I understand.
literally abandoned.
There's a bonding
Um,
moment there.
Yeah, he puts the broom up and walks out with you, and he's like, "Why do you want to know about this place?"
I don't. He shouldn't be able to make all this stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Who is his family?
They're the Withers.
I don't. Would I know that?
No,
Well,
and that's why I don't know why you're asking me so many questions.
well, I know, but like, how he's. It's not. It's not good. I feel like. I'm sorry.
You're trying to figure out why he can make dwarf stuff.
I want to know real
And
bad.
In order to get you out of here, I'm going to explain that from what I understand, it's not dwarf stuff. Dwarf stuff is steam tech, right? None of the stuff is
that's
steam.
True.
He's figured out something else with just like basic like because this turns this way, this stuff turns this way. And I don't know this stuff, but it's like a primitive form of steam stuff. It can't do any of the crazy stuff that other dwarves can do. But yeah. Is that good?
Well, man, do you? I don't have any money. So I was gonna ask you if you wanted to go get a drink, but I don't have any money. I just.
No,
You know,
I'm
like,
afraid
I'm
if I
a-
start drinking, I won't stop.
Oh goodness. Well, I don't have any money. Do you want to like? I don't have anywhere to go. I
You
don't
should
have
get
anywhere
a
to be
job at a
until
desperate
tomorrow.
man's shop.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
working out great for me.
I mean, I'm leaving tomorrow. You know,
then
like
what
you
do you-
said, boy. I mean, I haven't checked with the rest of the group, but I mean, do you want to like get out of there? That seems pretty crazy in there.
No, you look like an adventurer, and I'm done with
Yeah,
adventurers.
but oh boy,
Yeah.
you seem like you'd be really good company.
I'm amazing. It's really weird, right? Somebody would ditch me.
I mean,
Yeah. He starts slowly walking away.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're ditching me right now. Okay, all right. Well, man, I want to know so bad. Okay, so I'm.
Happen again, and he just kind of steps back into the door and shuts it.
Oh no. Oh. I feel like I'm like solely unsatisfied, not knowing. The chat is yelling at me to steal things that I don't understand.
Are you serious?
As a character, I don't know about his bagpipes in this world. Okay,
I'm not even looking at the chat. Oh my god,
I don't know about this stuff. I don't know them. Connor does not know them. I have to separate it. Okay, you guys.
Oh, I have to read the chat later.
I'm trying to desperately. What am I supposed to? I'm sorry. I apologize.
Like even Data's in there going, "Did you look?" Like Data's right there with them.
I was trying to take a tour, and friggin' Tompkins kicked me out. So, as I am wholly unsatisfied by this, is there a way for me to sneak around to the back to see if I can see his workshop?
You don't have to sneak. You can just go in the alley, but like it's
all right.
I mean,
I want to see inside the workshop.
He's got windows, but he's got curtains up. So I mean, yeah.
Are they nice curtains?
No, not great. They've seen better days. They're probably curtains from like back before. Like he's not the kind of person who would buy curtains, but his parents were. So they're.
We know
his parents. Yeah, parents' curtains are still there.
You guys, I'm going to meet Forge people. I can't have a racist Forge doll in my backpack. Jeez.
Yeah, you're just talking. Tell me what to do.
Gosh.
We agreed on a racist.
Yeah, well, we're not in the store anymore.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Do you eventually make your way back over to Odin?
Oh, I was making my way towards the church.
Already?
Well, I was just I was just kind of like
He's
wandering.
homeless and
I
he
was
doesn't want to freeload.
yeah. I feel really weird because he was seeing his family and he wasn't introducing me. He was only introducing Yorick.
No, I
Um,
was just,
He was like, check out this metal worker I found. It's amazing.
This is
And
my
this other-
successful
and
friend.
this other hobo.
But we wouldn't see him.
No, I was going to introduce you. It's just Yorick actually can do something around the shop to help out. You're useless.
Now I best be getting paid for this.
Well,
You're getting free
well
lodging.
now I'm really heading to the church to see how much I'm needed.
Oh my gosh. So,
I wanted to know so much more from that shop.
oh my
I don't
god.
know what to ask the right way.
Oh my god, that was great.
Your charisma's not that high, is it?
Actually, my charisma's +2.
That's pretty good.
Real quickly, Brian.
Yeah.
I've had my mic off most of this
I know.
because
I know.
I've been screaming because I am so jealous.
I know. I see you. I see you in there.
Oh man.
They're all mad at me because I didn't get anything.
Are they really?
Yeah,
No
they're mad.
Bagpipes, no racist forge.
No music box.
The bagpipes is funny. I'm not seeing that, but
Oh, it was back a while. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, everyone. This is an utter failure.
Like, Lynn specifically asked him to get Roberto's pipes.
But I wouldn't know about them.
No, you wouldn't.
I would
Don't
like to
metagame.
report the pressure's off, Odin. We've got 6 people now.
Oh man, I can move my Zoom window up. We're moving up in the world.
I like to think they all left after Brian refused to secure anything. They're like, "This is a bust."
Screw
Well, I
this
mean,
guy.
I wanted to look around the store. It's not fair. Friggin' Tompkins. Good thing he
Oh,
wouldn't come. This is gonna ruin our game too. There's a reason he got left behind.
Oh my gosh! All right, so you
So
did
did
make
we
your
just-
way.
We just learned the secret death of Too Fast, Too Furious.
What?
Raven, Too Fast, Too Furious.
Spoilers.
I missed something.
Tompkins never makes it.
Oh man!
Revealed
So
the
you
future.
do make your way towards the Church of the Source. The
Mhm.
Church of the Source is a beautiful building. It's got 2 pillars and a set of stairs that lead up. You have to walk between the pillars to get into the church. So it's got stained glass windows in the front
Mhm.
with a huge array of colors. And what strikes you about the stained glass windows is that, especially as a historian, you would know, it's depicting the struggles they had through the pilgrimage to Falas. Like, instead of having some nice, beautiful imagery, like, you know, in a typical church, you would have like some kind of divinity on it. You would have,
Mhm.
you know, second in command on the window or something at least. You know, due to the complexities of their religion and their history, they've elected to instead kind of chronicle
the
their
trials.
journey. Yeah, essentially, yeah. So,
So this is the perfect place for Connor.
Yeah, I would definitely be checking those out. Like just wandering around, like, wow.
yeah, and it's interesting because there's not a lot written on the Forged history, so these look like particularly powerful moments, but you don't have context for them.
Hmm.
So he's staying the night there so he can learn everything. Sleepover.
Yeah, is there like a place to just like
He's going to sleep on a pew.
chill?
I mean, the
Yes.
steps, I guess you can go
Are there
inside.
pews or
Oh,
something?
maybe you can hide. Maybe you can hide in the confessional.
Well, yeah, somewhere.
Can you
I'm
declare
just gonna.
sanctuary?
Ah, boo! Not
Um,
anymore.
Sanctuary's missing.
So once
He's
you walk
dead.
into the church, there are the same kind of pillars on the outside, on the inside as well, supporting the church.
Mhm.
Huge beautiful acoustics. What might strike you interesting, depending on how many churches your character's gone into. There's only a few major religions on Cog. There's the religion that follows Cogliostro, and there's a religion that follows a deity named Raelus.
Okay.
They all have
Paladin.
pews or chairs.
The
The Church of the
few
Source does not.
The few don't need to sit down.
Yeah. So it's standing room only.
All right.
Yep.
So you're screwed.
Well,
But
it's very nice here.
once you walk in, there's a few forged that are donned in the same kind of robes that Corin had, and they're speaking with Corin. She turns around and she says, "I thought I asked you to take the day to think about it."
Honestly, I made a pledge to help you out, and I have nowhere else to go at the moment.
I understand. We've all been there ourselves, haven't we? And she's kind of got a different tone now. Like where once she was kind of unsure or kind of silly sometimes, whatever. She's really kind of come into her own in the presence of the church.
She's in her element.
Yeah, exactly. We've all been there, my friend. Come. Do you need a place to stay?
I do, because I mean, I have to remember too, Connor's like, I'm all broken up because I know what I'm supposed to do about Cosnick and the Brotherhood of Iron, and I can't. So like, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So she takes you into a room in the back where there's a small couch, and it's beautiful in here too. It's the floor is covered like this, like kind of red velvet kind of carpet. Most of this room is covered in velvet, and there's a large tome that, by the size of the tome, you're like, oh my gosh, what an old the forged aren't that old. This book is still being filled out.
Oh, cool.
But it's sitting there, and it's open on, there's like a page of scripture, and there's ink and quill next to it, because they are still writing their own history. They're still writing their own beliefs and things. So yeah, I hear you. What was that? Someone was strangling a duck.
What was that?
Sorry, I just got excited.
Oh. Yeah, but this is, I mean, as a historian,
someone stabbed Data and his lungs are leaking.
Aw. As a historian, yeah, I mean, this is like watching an ancient text being written in front of you. But Total Trust doesn't have to talk to you about anything like that. She welcomes you in here and says, "This small couch is the best I can do for you."
Oh, well, small couches work for me.
Yeah, it's like you thought it was a full couch. It's like, wow, what a couch!
Woo! Spreading out.
Yeah. Normally we don't allow weapons in here, but I understand that your creed prevents you from accommodating. So for now,
well, you could take the rest of these, and I would hand over my rapier, daggers, and whip. I can.
She kind of smells.
I can go as far as I can.
It's too late.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, I didn't tell you ahead of time, and you need a place to stay, and that's what don't worry about it. And she goes and gets you a blanket, and then she brings you some food as well. But that took a little bit. Like she was gone for maybe 20 or so minutes. She had to leave to get food. They don't have food here.
Oh.
And so she brings food, and then she brings a blanket, and then she brings a bucket of water for you to do with what you need to. You can wash up a little bit, drink. And then she says, if you need anything, let us know. But otherwise, we're going to leave you to get some quiet.
Am I allowed to look at your book?
Oh.
I mean, I'm not going to write in it. Okay, heaven forbid. I just,
honestly,
I've never been this close.
No, and I understand. unfortunately, it's not my book.
Oh.
It's Sanctuaries.
Oh.
And normally I don't think he'd have a problem, but
Yeah.
It's not here.
Okay. Well, we will be figuring that out soon. We'll work that out.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
all right.
Is there anything I can do for you? I mean, this is really great, but I don't want to be. I'm not a freeloader. I promise.
It's absolutely out of the question. Just relax.
Okay.
All right. And she kind of nods and walks away. So, you can crash here the rest of the day if you want to.
Yeah.
All right. Homer, is there anything that we want to cover on your end, or is it implied what you're doing? Because I know what you're doing.
It's implied.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So you travel the streets, and again, there's such a rich diversity in this city, and like I said, unlike Cosnick, which was just kind of like almost plagued by its success in the commerce, almost like choking you out wherever you went. This place is flourishing, but it's doing right by its citizens as well, and that's something that if you have not been outside of Cosnick, you might not be used to. But, you make your way through the streets. You find a quiet park that you can spend some time in. Wherever you end up wanting to go, you can get some nice quiet time. Odin, you get all of your business handled.
Yeah.
So
good to see the kids.
Yeah. You catch them up on whatever you want to catch them up on, and you and Yorick.
I'm not telling them about the dangerous stuff. They don't know that I'm a crazy maniac.
So are we and Evie doing the practice your profession sort of activity, downtime activity? Yeah,
so a standard downtime activity, if you spend the whole day doing it, I believe yields 2 gold. We actually don't have a lot of downtime activity in my other games, so I can look it up for you real quick.
I doubt many people
we're particularly boring, so.
I like to think this is not boring because we are one of few who does it.
That's after all the near deaths, this is awesome here.
Yes.
Metal. All right. Rivets.
This is our bread and butter.
So the way it works is that microphone getting so far away. The way it works in D&D is that you're supposed to they have this living expense system. I don't ever mess with it. I hate it. So obviously I'll still accept
a mountain.
Yeah, obviously I'll still accept all the sponsorship and D&D I love you and Wizards of the Coast I want to work with you. No, no, I hate the system so much. So, sponsored by Pepsi. Yeah. I don't like the system at all. So what we're going to do is that if you're working your profession, you just get to bank the 1 gold a day. So if you guys want to work together, by the end of the day, you'll have generated 1 gold, which is, by my estimation, it's always $100. 1 gold's a big deal.
I gave that dwarf way too much.
For what?
The bribe.
I gave him 10
to get
grand.
his disguise key.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's weird.
Weird.
Well, let's look real quick because a thieves tools. How much do those cost?
A pretty penny.
15?
Yeah, that's not bad, dude. Thieves tools, 25 gold. I think you did all right. So.
Yeah.
I suppose when you put it that way.
Yeah, you're good. All right. So, you guys have a hard day's work. Homer gets reacquainted, and Connor has a place to stay that won't rip his guilt apart too much, it seems like.
I'll do what I gotta do.
After a while, I probably would notice that Connor isn't there, and I'd probably go out and try and find him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would have let you guys know that I was just gonna go find him.
Okay, I probably would have gone.
I'm sorry.
I probably would have gone to find him and be like, "You okay here?" Or
go anywhere interesting? Meet anyone interesting?
Nope.
No, yeah. So, you guys get some sleep that night, And the next morning, you all awaken at whatever times you normally awaken, take care of your morning activities. Do you want to meet together before you go to the church? Or are you all in and you're just going to the church?
Well, someone's already there, so
I'm in.
Yeah, I'm just going to the church.
I'm in.
All right, so
Although if I get distracted by happening to see a certain halfling shop on the way,
No, you don't see that.
Yeah, so one by one,
Yorick would pretty much head straight there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So each of you make your way or already are there. But
Cheater.
you all kind of meet up at the same time, and you walk up the steps into the door, and Corin. There's nobody else in there right now. It's just Corin. She's
And Connor.
well, I mean Connor's in his room, but she's getting things in order, taking care of the church, but she's not looking too great. And when you all walk in, it looks like there's just like this sigh of relief, and a burden's kind of lifted from her a little bit. And she says, "I thank you for coming back. I don't know what else to say."
where do we go next?
Well,
Well, you need taking care of.
we should probably talk price first. And Connor, that's when you come out too.
Someone say money.
Somebody
No, I'm
say
just
money, 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 money. She said we should probably talk price. How much do you guys?
Well, we
No.
could practically be saving your church.
We're saving an entire religion here. This has far greater effects than just the church lost someone.
So pretty expensive. I understand.
So, nothing. Not for me.
Salvation, yeah.
Nothing.
He's a hero. It comes with the territory, unfortunately.
I just need to be able to make, eat food while I'm doing stuff. That's all. That's all I really.
I kind of want to not starve. Thanks.
If we can loot somebody, or something pretty quickly, it should be fine.
I can prevent you from having to loot. What about?
Hey, I'm just saying
You
there's
can try.
options.
What about you, York?
Adventuring has its own rewards. Just don't let us starve.
No worries. Thank you. I don't know what to say. But to answer your previous question, I believe the first step is to head to the port district and see if we can catch Captain Gideon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Agreed.
Oh, and though you may not be paying us right now, perhaps some pocket gold would do us good on the road.
Sure, I can travel experience. I can cover travel expenses.
Wonderful.
Here's your business credit card.
It's my black card.
Oh, it's fancy.
Now, so she says, "Yeah, let's go."
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So we do that.
All right. Now, you did notice that it always costs gold to travel the steam lift.
Okay.
But they didn't charge you when you were with Corin.
Oh.
So,
Ooh.
yeah. So you make your way through the city to the steam lift. You're brought up. You make your way back into the port district. You speak with some of the people at the Proctor Travel Company. They let you through. They're not nearly as hard-nosed as the ones in Cosnick. And if you ask, they'll even tell you travel logs, and they'll tell you that Captain Gideon has been here for about 20 minutes now.
Oh. Well, aren't we lucky?
Solid.
I'd like to start heading over, but first, Pedro.
Yeah.
I've been sitting on this question for a while.
Okay.
Have I gotten my strength back yet?
Yes, after a long rest.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're back up to 4.
Back to 4. Oh joy. I
Yeah.
can walk slightly normal now.
He flexes a bit as he walks.
There is nothing
Feeling
there.
good.
Hey man, it's better than -1. Just saying.
Oh, no. 4 is my total. My modifier is -3.
Oh jeez, how'd you even manage that?
He rolled a 4. Do you not remember
Wow,
this?
that was crazy time.
We were in the same call.
Yeah, I remember. It's crazy.
Yeah, so half a second. Okay, so you make your way over to the Falcon. It's a beautiful ship, and it has a gold emblem of a falcon on the side. And it's a pretty easy to spot. And you see dwarves working on it, maintaining it. And then you see walking in front of it, just disgruntled with like just unsatisfied look in his face, is who must be the captain of the Falcon. Captain Gideon is a tall fellow. He's probably about 6'2".
Same height. Nice.
A little bit darker complexion. He has a black mustache that kind of hangs a little too long. Like he probably should have stopped here. It's going to go down here anyway. It's kind of loose and kind of flops around as he looks. He probably could be a handsome man. There's something about him that prevents that assessment, but he's got the features. And he holds himself a little bit of purpose, but he's scowling. And he turns around and he sees you approaching, and he's apprehensive.
Captain Gideon.
People?
Yes,
We
that is
inquire.
us.
That's us.
Hi, we are looking for sanctuary.
You're not going to find it on my ship. I've been through a lot of trouble.
We heard you had a forge on your ship.
Whoa, hold on. What? Who are you? What is this? I don't.
We're currently seeking out a very important forge by the name of Sanctuary. He is very important to the Church of the Source. We heard there was a forged on your ship. We're inquiring around about him.
We don't care what trouble he's in. If he's in any sort of trouble, we're just trying to help out the church.
I have had quite the last couple of weeks with adventurers and their stories and their situations. And quite frankly, I don't want to get involved. I don't know what this is about. I'm still reeling. Had a real bad time coming back here. So
It's a yes or no question.
if
Was he on your ship?
if you're coming back here like this, we'll cut to the chase. Why would I want to help you?
This has economic benefits. The entire
No, I
economy
just would have
can
asked
fall-
you for money if that was what it was about.
No, okay.
Me and my crew have been through quite a lot. So,
Honestly, we're just asking a question. If you say no, we'll leave. But that's about it.
I don't think that's true. And Corin steps forward and she says, "Are you familiar with the Forged?" And she kind of steadies herself and gets ready, and he's like, "Not really, no." And she's like, "Oh." Well, a good friend of mine is missing. I think that you... I don't want to say you're involved. That makes it's going to scare you off. I don't want to say it's your fault. That's going to scare you off too. He's like looking real apprehensive.
I know
Like,
some.
I
You
don't-
can be helpful.
Basically, I'm looking for a friend. If you can give us a moment of your time, we'll leave you alone. Probably, depending on what you say.
We will absolutely, positively leave you alone.
That's not true. We shouldn't lie to him. And he's just looking at you, like, all of you. And she's like, please. And he takes a second. He's like, so you're asking me if there was a forge on my ship when I got here? And the answer is no. There was a forged on my ship, but she jumped off the ship. And I don't know what happened to her. Because she got scared and she made some big speech and just jumped off my ship. And if you're talking about the church guy sanctuary I've heard about, no. He was not on my ship. that was someone else. And Corin looks confused, and she's like, but I was told to come here. I was told to speak with you. And he's like, well, who told you that? And she's like, I don't want to name names, but like someone told me that you were in the middle of something. She said that I had to go find the falcon. And he doesn't look like he's buying the entirety of her story, because she's kind of making it up. But
He's making some of it up.
Yeah. But he's like, let me tell you what happened. Because I get it. Let me ask you a question. Do you love him? Because I understand love. I've loved a few people in my lifetime. Is this about love? And Corin's like...
Yorick would step on her toe.
Yeah, she's ready to say no right away.
Like a big
And then she looks at you.
pizza pie.
Yes, Yorick just gives the tiniest little imperceptible nod, and taps her toe.
And he's like, say no more. That's what I thought. If there's one thing I know about, it's romance and love. There's two things I know about. It's romance and love. Romance, then love. So, let me just explain to you,
Thank you, Captain.
what I know, and that way we can all be done with it. Okay? I don't know how much of this is tied up with your stuff, so I'm just going to give you a blow for blow. I was hired by two individuals. Okay? One after the other. First, I had a group of adventurers come up to me, and they wanted me to take a big shipment, some large crate to Dormamir. Okay? Then, I had a treasure hunter come up to me and hire me to take her to Cosnick as well. While I was doing both of these duties, another group of adventurers stormed my ship and got me involved in a whole bunch of nonsense.
Don't you just love adventurers?
No, that's why I don't want to talk to you. Adventurers have been just a pain in my neck for a while now. We get to Cosnick, okay? And in the large crate, the group disappears. They're done for a little while. But the crate disappears. Some wordsmith from the upper level of Cosnick snuck on my ship and stole it. Alright? The best part is that some of the bard. The adventures I traveled with, they were like related to him. So this is again why I don't want to deal with adventures anymore. Okay?
So the group of adventurers that snuck on board your ship stole your crate?
No, I don't think so. They're trying to find. It's such complicated BS. It's terrible. Like the important part is that I was supposed to do two things: deliver a treasure hunter to Cosnick, and deliver a crate to Dormamir. I got the treasure hunter there just fine. I got the group there just fine, even though whatever. But the crate disappeared. Someone snuck on my ship and stole the crate, which is fairly impossible because it's a giant crate. Way too heavy. Like it took my best men to lift that thing and get it on the ship. And the person that stole it was so heavy, they actually, I guess they used like magic symbols and like magicked it off my ship. So it's a big crate. I don't know how they did it another way, okay? Then one of the adventurers runs back and convinces me to bring her back to Falas. She jumps ship halfway through. Not even halfway through. I didn't even get like an hour out, to be honest with you. So, now I'm back here. I'm done with adventurers. I just have to meet up with the group that told me to send the crate, explain to them that I lost the package, refund them their money, and then I'm done with a lot of you.
Who was it that you were meeting?
What?
Go ahead, Connor.
Who was it that you were meeting for the crate? Who made the crate?
I was supposed to drop it off to the Kingdom of Dormir. Like, it was being shipped to actual Dormir, like the kingdom, the royalty.
Yeah, but from who?
Who sent the? Who sent the
some group of adventurers that want me to send the crate off.
Are they here in Falas?
Yeah, I'm going to meet them tonight so that I can give them their money back because I didn't do my job and I don't want to lose my reputation on top of my money. So.
Do you have any idea what was in the crate?
No, I
Did
don't.
anyone look inside?
No. It's again, my reputation matters.
What kind of magic does? What kind of magic would make a giant crate disappear?
Oh, little pictures all around it in a circle.
That sounds ridiculous.
I don't understand magic. I thought the magic was dead anyway, so.
Yorick glances over at Odin and raises an eyebrow.
I'm actually not sure what you're trying to imply here.
Oh, no, sorry. Not
I got one, then the other.
Data. I'm mixing up names here.
It's like, what do you want me to do?
He looks a little uncomfortable because I have terrible deception. So yes.
All right, do you know what he's talking about? Pictures on the ground?
I would have to see them to know anything. Is it hot out here?
But there, Captain, would there be any way that we could look at these?
He turns around and walks up the ship with you guys. Like, because he knew this is where it was going to go, and he's just, yeah. So
Homur, can you look at these things?
he takes you through the ship, gets you down there to the cargo area, and he's like, they said that it was some kind of teleportation that takes place, and it's a teleportation sphere or grid or something like that. And you don't have to make a check to know that he's really botching teleportation circle, which is like a high level, really powerful spell, where you trace runes on it and then you ship the item off somewhere else. Like he's able to describe enough of what he learned from his previous encounter that it lets you kind of skip the roll, to be honest. He's like, but this teleportation circle thingy takes this thing and sends it off, and I don't know where it went, and I don't know where the bard that stole it went. Till what?
Portation. It is from a base.
Oh, it's a portation circle. Okay. Portion circle. Portions, whatever. So this portion circle. Portation circle, sorry. This portation circle stole it away.
Teleportation.
Bro, calm down. He's helping us out here. Just
hanging on a thread here.
Just kind of, we don't want him to get all soup Nazi on us.
So, is this enough? Do you guys have enough information now? Do I get to leave? Do you get to leave?
Homer, do you know anything about this or where it might have been sent something to?
Can I make an Arcana roll to see if I can trace back?
Yep.
All right. Can anybody help me? Like, just can you see any like fine details?
Yorick knows a little bit about magic.
Not enough to get help with this roll, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm glad I'm double proficient in this.
Expertise.
Yes. 26.
26 is plenty. If you can trigger the teleportation circle, you'll probably go where it goes.
Okay. Do I think I can trigger it?
You don't have the skill. You would need someone to cast a spell at this level.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, okay. I got nothing. Sorry, guys.
Well, you would at least know how it works. You got some information out of it, but.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling them I've got nothing.
All right.
Trying to play it cool.
All right. Well, Yorick would ask Captain Gideon where he's meeting these people tonight.
Why?
Did he say tonight?
Mm-hmm.
we're curious about this package. This might be related to our task. We just like to listen and see what these people have to say. Nothing more than that.
That kind of sounds a little creepy.
Yeah, I'm with your friend.
We believe the object is of high religious importance to the Forged.
So like
we would
we
like
just
to
want to hang
inquire-
out. And
Well, what do you think's inside the crate then? Do you have an idea? Because I want to know what's inside the crate. I want to know if I got duped or something. Like that might help me deal with.
We have no clue. However, a forged of high importance within the church sanctuary, as you know, mentioned something about an item of high importance being on the Falcon, I believe. So
Someone's quickly
Where's-
gonna murder Brian, dude. I'm sorry, I can't take my eyes off it. It looks like someone's behind your curtain. Just waiting for the
no,
knife.
actually.
It's
So we would
odd.
like to inquire as to what was inside the package. We will not be doing any funny business. We're
At
just
least not while you're around.
Which will be the
He's
entire
honest.
conversation.
we're just going to
Is Corin
talk.
still with us?
Quit giving away all our secrets while we're standing in front of him. Play it cool,
don't care.
bros.
Is Corin with us, or is
Yeah,
it
she is.
just...
But she's kind of letting you guys talk. She doesn't.
I'm
Yeah.
just attempting to be vague enough that he's like,
I'll tell you what. When I met these people, they were pretty rough. You want to come as bodyguards?
sure.
I start flexing.
I'm just gonna
Hold on, real quick.
push your arm down.
What do you do? And he points right at Homer.
I'm
No
a cook.
offense, but I've never. How are you going to back me up on this then? Maybe you don't come.
Yeah, you can stay behind somewhere. We'll take care of this, Homer.
He may be a cook, but he has a pipe.
Well, you can't smoke in the restaurant, so I mean, now
And-
he's got to stay out no matter what.
In a music box.
And a music box.
Honestly, I'm not sure why we even keep him around. So
Corin's like, that's mean.
Oh boy.
This is a strange group, but we all have our own abilities. So I think we can make excellent bodyguards.
Well, I mean,
Tell you what, we'll guard you for free in exchange for taking us along.
well, no, that was implied.
Okay then.
He's doing us a favor, not the other way around.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, if this gets me through this whole thing, that's fine. But we're going someplace fancy. You're gonna have to dress up, so get your best clothes on. The restaurant is the Whisper, and we're going to be there at 8 p.m. tonight. So they won't let you in without proper attire. So get cleaned up, and I'll see you then.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you,
Well,
Captain Gideon.
Thank you.
Oh man, I'm excited to help. And he walks away. And
That's
Corin's
so
like,
exciting.
"You guys did it! Oh, you did it! You did it! You did it!
So
We have to go buy clothes for Connor, but you did it."
So as we're
It's
walking
true.
out, I'm
Pedro, before we leave,
You're not
Yeah.
wrong, Corin.
I would like to just start getting a piece of paper and tracing out what the design looks like. As
Yep.
intricate details as I can.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Continue.
All right. So,
as we're leaving the ship, I want to apologize to Homer about what I said because honestly, it's kind of hard to explain what he does, considering I'm not even sure entirely what he does. So
I'm the technician. I get us through the dwarf
Yeah.
steam power.
yeah, I'm just
stuff.
gonna apologize and whatnot. You know,
I'm gonna pull out my
Because-
pipe and listen to my music box. 'cause-
My character is a very straightforward guy. He's just like, I'm just trying to get through this.
Oh, it sounds like we need to get you all some clothes.
I'm just gonna go home and get some clothes.
And Corin stops at that moment. Who all needs clothes?
I'm assuming I have something fancy.
That's fine, yeah.
So.
Is this like a particular set of clothes?
Which
you
is the
need,
Whisper, and both Odin and Corin would know. The Whisper is one of the highest class restaurants in the Kingdom of
Yeah.
Falas. It's called the Whisper for a very obvious reason, is that you cannot speak above a whisper when you're in there.
Oh.
Fantastic.
You're incapable of it, or you don't.
You're not supposed to. Yeah.
You will be thrown out.
Yeah.
If you do.
Very droll.
I don't because they're not gonna let me inside.
She's like, if anyone needs clothes, let me know and I'll pick them out. And we'll get you suited up.
I do. You were right, Corn. I'm still
No problem.
You're still homeless.
All right,
still
so
pretty homeless.
she leads those that need new attire off, and then you guys get ready for the big night. This is a good place to stop, but it is a few minutes early. Is that cool?
I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait a week.
Do you want to play for them?
Suspense.
You want to play for a few more minutes, or
If this is the best place to stop, can we just?
this is a great place to start? Anything if we move past this, you're going to get into the next section of the story.
Yeah, if we get past this, we're gonna have to roll initiative. I know it.
Yeah. How early are we?
We're
10 minutes. You know what?
It's only-
I can live losing 10 minutes. Just.
All right. All right.
Oh man.
Well, cool. Yeah, we're not ending on a huge cliffhanger this time necessarily.
And no one almost died. Oh wait
Yeah.
a minute. Never mind.
We jumped
That's
out
not
the
true.
window.
Yeah,
We
I was.
You all almost
all
died.
almost died.
Just a several 100-foot fall.
It is really two stories, man.
And-
We're talking like 20 feet.
And Corin almost fell off a platform to
That's true.
infinity,
That's and beyond.
which would have been like in Morrowind when you accidentally killed one of the NPCs that was, important to the story, and they're just like, well, you can keep playing if you want, but
It's the pay with your blood.
You're never
Or is that
gonna
the other
win.
one? I don't know which game that is. But yeah, well, thanks everyone for coming and hanging out with us. We're going to be here again next week, same time, 10 p.m. These videos are going to be going up on YouTube soon too, so if you missed previous episodes, you'll be able to jump on our YouTube channel and check it out there.
You should give us a link to that. YouTube
I will
channel.
once everything's set up. I just want to make sure
Cool.
it's all done.
Oh yeah,
before-
chat was just asking about that.
Oh, cool.
well,
Yeah.
they can still get all the videos right.
Yeah, if you check the current videos are archived still on our Twitch channel. So if you go to videos, you can see the last two that happened. But yeah, you can find more world. So like I said, this game is part of the same continuity as our podcast, which is worldwalkerspodcast.com. You can go to the website and get that. You can find it also on iTunes and Google Play. If you want to follow us, it should be up there on the top of the screen, but you can follow us at WorldWalkersPod on Twitter, Facebook.com/WorldWalkersPod, or the website, WorldWalkersPodcast.com. So, yeah, thank you guys for coming out. Anybody want to plug anything before we go?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
anyone with anything to
We're
plug.
starting a
Uh,
fundraiser. It says SaveMyMetal.com.
Save My Metal.
It's a fundraiser to get Connor a chain for his gun. He just strapped it to himself.
It should just be an XP party because as soon as we get to level 3, man, it's okay.
Hey, how
We're
close
gonna
you
get-
guys to level? How close you
Chains
guys to
are
level?
horrendously expensive in this game.
We
How
are
close I am to level.
13 points to level 2,
That's so funny. Okay,
What?
So-
Really?
yeah.
right?
Let's
In
go
the
find
300?
homeless.
No. No. Don't
What
even,
happened?
pretty sure
No,
he said, let's go
nothing,
find a homeless
nothing.
person.
Oh my gosh. No, for successfully getting to
I'm sure
Falas-
that's not what he said at all.
No, so for
Find some
successfully
field
getting
rats
to
or something.
Falas, you get the remainder of your XP. It's just funny, it was only
Yay.
13, so you are now level 2. So by next week, you'll want to level up. If you need help, hit me up, and I'll help you out. But Yeah, we
Oh,
should be-
right. Now I have to do the thingies.
The thingies with the stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
those
That makes so
thingies.
much
Classic
sense.
conundrum.
Yeah.
I have
Alright.
no idea what I add for leveling.
No, I'll help you out. But yeah, again, thanks everyone for coming out and hanging out with us. Thanks for sticking with us. Because I guess we were at 22 or something. We're down to 5.
For a while, yeah.
Well, Twitch went down again while we were streaming.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah, from what my understanding of what Discord is saying.
Interesting.
So if you if you didn't refresh the page, you were still here. If you refresh the page, you screwed up.
You done screwed up.
Also, other streams went live.
Yeah. I also want to take a moment to plug Brian's podcast and show that he's on. awfulgoodcrew.com according to the chat.
I
He
got
doesn't even
interrupted.
know what he's talking.
I know.
Got interrupted.
Yeah.
Go
All
ahead.
right. Well, thanks a lot, everybody. We will see you next week.
Bye.
It's like the most professional way to end a show is just by
Yeah.
Jazz
waving your
hands.
hands.
Bye.
Jazz hands, everybody.